Alright, buckle up for some wild tales from the pawn shop universe. A dude walks in trying to return a wonky iPhone, swearing he got it from here. Plot twist, no receipt, and he even tried blaming a random worker. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got ladies claiming purse hostage situations and others pulling broken TV emotional sagas. Here are the scammers being caught on Hardcore Pawn. This dude who gets totally jacked in Detroit loses everything, even his watch. So he hits up this pawn shop to sell some stuff and make his way back to sunny California.
Good, man.
I'm Les.
Philip, nice to meet you, sir. I'm here from California, do some construction, buy some homes. Made a wrong turn, got robbed, and everything, dude, all my cash. I got nothing left, dude. I got a watch. I'm trying to get some money so I can get back to California.
Les hears the guy's sob story, feels some sympathy, and offers $80 for the watch. Not a fortune, but the guy was probably expecting pocket change, so not bad, right?
How much did you need?
$300-400 just to get on a plane or a bus.
He brought me in a watch, a good brand, but it wasn't worth the kind of money that he was asking for. Well, the bad news is those aren't diamonds in it.
What do you mean?
It's glass.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
I can go $80.
$80.
But no, our hero feels insulted, thinks his watch is gold or something. He's like, bro, normally I get $500 for this watch, and you're offering me 80? Rip off.
Normally we go 50, but I'm gonna give you 80 because I like your story.
Les isn't budging though. He's standing firm at $80. Now the guy's boiling, calls Les and everyone in the shop garbage.
Like my story? So getting robbed is a good story.
No,
I came over here to Detroit and you guys robbed me.
I didn't rob you.
You might as well have. You're trying to give me $80 for my watch. How the is that not robbing me?
You get $30 more than we normally go.
Detroit, man. This ain't gonna happen in Orange County, man. People who are here are garbage and you're garbage, man. You.
Don't come in with us, because we'll you up.
Then bam, it's on. Our guy tries to snatch his watch back, but Les is like, nuh-uh, not today. Things get spicy real fast, but he's having none of it.
Back the Detroit way.
Go.
Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch. No, give me my watch, please. Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch now. Get your hands off me. Or county. A lot better than this.
No one's in with Detroit.
In the D, we are all tough.
Let's go.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to.
Les attends to a customer who urgently needs money to pay her rent. She hopes to pawn her ring for some quick cash. Les examines the ring closely to confirm its authenticity, which seems to upset the customer. She points out features of the ring to prove that it's genuine.
How do I know?
All you have to do is look at the holes in the back.
Okay, how much did you want, man?
$200.
$80.
After the very weird episode, Les makes the lady an offer which doesn't sleep well with her.
I'm not just about to let you have this for.
The customer requests $200 for the ring, but Les offers only $80, mentioning how much he thinks that it's worth.
Buying it, you're just pawning it.
The woman demands Les give her what she came for. Unfortunately for her,
The customer rejects Les's offer, stating that she paid $500 for the ring and insists on a higher amount. However, Les remains firm at his valuation.
There you go.
Yeah, I want to pawn it.
Okay.
So you gonna give me $200 or not?
Done.
Les almost gets a hit to the face when he refuses the violent customer, an action that serves as the last straw before she got kicked out.
Yeah, what?
Les repeats his offer, leaning into a tense moment where the customer becomes aggressive. Ultimately, Les decides to eject her from the shop, ending the encounter.
You guys seen the 32 Roadster?
I haven't seen it, son.
Someone probably stole it.
It was parked in the warehouse. How could someone steal it?
A high-tech thief could get into this warehouse easy.
Rick becomes anxious when he learns that Corey took the expensive 32 Roadster to the gym, fearing potential damage to the valuable merchandise.
Have you guys seen the 32 Roadster?
I haven't seen it, son.
Someone probably stole it.
It was parked in the warehouse. How could someone steal it?
A high-tech thief could get into this warehouse easy. All you have to do is cut a hole in the roof and lift it out with a helicopter. Pick the lock and...
The conversation shifts to the possibility of the Roadster being stolen, with various theories proposed, including high-tech theft methods like using helicopters or hacking into security systems.
Roadster around?
I'm not driving it around, I just took it to the gym.
That's driving it around. The thing is in perfect condition. What if you wreck it? What if you ding it? What if you scratch it?
I'm not an idiot. I'm your partner.
Rick says he didn't drive the Roadster just for fun. He says he only took it to the gym. He defends himself from being called careless. He reminds everybody that he's a partner in the business.
I can't believe my dad's giving me a hard time about this. I mean, what's the point of owning a pawn shop?
Tensions raise between Rick and his father as they argue over the handling of the Roadster. Rick feels frustrated by his father's skepticism and restrictions, questioning the purpose of owning a pawn shop if he can't enjoy its items.
Later found out that the car was not nearly worth $68,000. His expert had failed to notice that the car was a hot rod.
Later, Rick learns that the Roadster is worth a lot more than he realized, valued at nearly $68,000 due to its hot rod modification.
So what can I help you with today?
Got this ring right here. See how much it might be worth.
Okay.
I also wanted to know how much you guys.
A customer brings in a ring for an appraisal and to inquire about pawning it for cash. He seeks to understand its value and potential loan amount. Les expressed surprise at the customer's sudden violent behavior, emphasizing that he's witnessed conflicts before, but never expected such aggression from a customer, particularly towards their spouse.
Welcome to the junk.
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, can I talk to the owner? Okay.
We do.
Okay, how's that working out for you?
Working out great.
I'd like the opportunity to maybe go over some paperwork with you, show you what we can offer, what we could do. Okay, well, there's nothing to be missing. If somebody's parked illegally, we want to be able to come in.
Mark, a would-be business partner, approaches Les with a proposition. However, Les quickly realizes Mark's intentions and plays along, subtly mocking Mark's attempts at persuasion with humorous banter.
Car that's left overnight by some chance.
It doesn't happen.
Well, things happen.
We don't have that problem because we have fences around the building.
Well, we've done a couple other business around here. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I want the business. Listen.
No, you listen. You are not coming into my business and trying to shake me down. Do you understand me?
Listen, you are...
Do you understand me?
As Mark persists with his proposal, Les becomes increasingly skeptical. With witty comebacks and dry humor, Les navigates the conversation, ultimately shutting down Mark's shakedown attempt with firmness and sarcasm.
It's the old time in the past. We got a new thing going on right now.
No, you got a shakedown business, which I'm not going to pay for.
Okay, well, that's
what would you call it?
I call it a business opportunity.
I'm not interested.
You old man.
You're taking me down. Do you understand that?
No, man.
Will you escort your gentleman out of here?
I'm not anybody.
Les asserts his authority and refuses to be intimidated by Mark's persistence. Their exchange escalates comically, with Les confidently asserting his position and dismissing Mark's offers with disdain.
Of course you're not.
I'll be back. All right. Come on back.
And go ahead. Hands on me.
So with now, I ain't got to touch you no more.
I'll be back.
If I were you, I wouldn't come back.
Whatever.
You make sure that mother never comes back in here. You understand?
No problem, sir.
You had a choice to be able to make this happen, okay, and make it happen right, okay?
Does have a nice car, though.
The confrontation concludes as Les firmly shows Mark the door, unimpressed by his attempts to strong-arm a deal. With a mix of humor and seriousness, Les ensures that Mark won't be coming back anytime soon, ending the encounter on a humorous note.
Hey, you the owner? Check this out, man. I can turn around and pay for that. What's up with that? $25, man. Come on, man. Step your back, man. Step back. Come on, you gonna talk to me? Orderly, I'm speaking English, just say. You get it? I ain't got no receipt, man.
Well, how can I give you another unit, another game, if you don't
Because
have
I
this?
bought it from here, man. I bought it right over there.
I will be more than happy to exchange it for you.
The customer's mad because he wants a refund for a game but forgot the receipt. Les tries joking around, but the guy's still upset. Things get a bit funnier as they go back and forth, with the customer threatening to jump the counter. But Les stays cool and sends him off with a witty goodbye.
What, am I supposed to carry it with me? Give me my money back now. I can't have that.
I don't know if we did it. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he really bought it from us. But because he was so irate, he had to go. We're going to go right here to the
No,
refund.
I ain't going over there.
Do you want it? I got...
Get off me, man.
You going? You ready? You ready? You going?
Get off me, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Les attempts to reason with the customer, offering to exchange the game if he brings the receipt. However, the customer's stubbornness escalates, threatening to leap over the counter, adding to the absurdity of the situation.
I ain't going nowhere.
Have a nice day. Have a receipt. See you later. Bring the receipt. Bring the receipt.
I don't like this place.
We don't like you either.
Man, keep the game.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
You got a bad attitude.
As the confrontation reaches its peak, Les decides to escort the customer to the refund department. The customer's resistance continues, resulting in Les ultimately dismissing him with a sarcastic farewell, ending the encounter on a humorous note. He asked for $200, but no, it's not going to be a good deal, and they told him to leave. The man in need got a severe shock and held up the poster thinking. Les again said that they can't pay more than $100, and after some time of quietness, they agreed to the deal. Finally, the happy deal was made.
The bag. Imagine this super funny video with a lady who's basically playing the I'm lost in a bag shop game at a crowded mall. So there's this awesome comedian pretending to be her, right? She strolls in like she just landed from Mars, completely clueless.
Yeah, okay. I went to get my purse back to make my payment.
Then, out of the blue, she locks eyes with a black bag, and boom! She's convinced it's her long-lost twin, with a mix of determination and total confusion.
That's my purse right there. That one right there, the black one. So I want to know why it's out there.
She marches over to the lady in charge, ready to solve the mystery of the twin bags. It's like a comedy treasure hunt in a bag store, and you're in for a hilarious ride. Get ready to laugh your socks off.
Here's the money. I want the purse. That bag was never in pawn.
Now get this. The shopkeeper, a comedic genius with timing that's spot on, coolly spills the beans. She says, "Hey, this bag's not yours." But oh no, our lady on a mission won't back down.
That's not your purse. How do you know it's not my purse? Because that purse has been out there. Let me see it.
With this epic confidence, she declares, "No way! This bag and I go way back. They're like childhood buddies." And here's the best part.
You want to buy it? I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
She throws down the ultimate challenge. Bet you this bag, if it's not mine, I'll hand it over. But trust me, it's practically family. It's like a comedy duel in a bag shop, and you won't believe how hilarious it gets.
Oh my God. Get your hands on.
Meet Cam, the scene stealer of the century. Picture this, chaos in the bag shop, and here comes Cam, our superhero security guard. He's like, "Hold my coffee," and smoothly escorts the determined bag enthusiast off the counter.
Have a nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out, yo.
You.
Walk
But wait, she's clinging to her bag like it's a ticket to a comedy show. The laughs hit the roof as Cam keeps his poker face while chaos reigns. This video's a comedy roller coaster. And Cam, the unsung hero, it's a laugh-out-loud male adventure that you don't want to miss.
Go just hit with that pole, right? Go.
Bitch!
Go where you got to go.
I'm gonna kick your ass. You wait.
Sign of free cash.
I was trying to find out because your sign is saying that I can get 30 days.
In the pawn shop sitcom, the worker dazzles the customer with the prospect of a 30-day cash fiesta. The seller, with a classic "How can I help you" line, unwittingly opens the door to financial freedom hilarity. It's a tale of interest-free loans, dollar storage fees, and a comedy of errors that promises 30 days of pawn shop shenanigans.
But that's not what the your sign is saying.
It's misreading it.
No, you're misreading it.
The customer attempts a 30-day free cash caper, armed with a misinterpreted sign. The seller, caught in the crossfire, insists it's an interest-free loan bonanza, not a free cash party. Cue the comedic chaos as the customer points fingers, and the pawn shop sign becomes the unintentional star of a sitcom episode gone haywire.
I need my cash. It says it right here. Free cash.
The customer demands free cash like a rock star on tour. The seller, armed with the reality of interest-free loans, faces a barrage of demands. The customer, teetering on the edge of pawn pandemonium, enlists a surprise ally, a sassy woman who jumps in the scene like a comedy superhero. Cue the applause for this unexpected twist in the cash crusade. In the side-splitting aftermath, the pawn shop saga spills into the parking lot, where the customer and seller engage in a hilariously awkward brawl. Amidst a flurry of ass cracks and elbows, the spectacle unfolds, leaving the bystanders in stitches. The door slams and the customer vows a dramatic return with an unforgettable "I'll be back" exit line. Comedy gold in the pawn shop arena. Antique computers.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west.
In the pawn shop time machine, two hunters strut in with ancient computer relics. The seller, bewildered by their outdated tech, questions if they're stuck in the 80s. The hunters, claiming they've wiped out all of Michigan's deer, aim for a whopping $900.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
The price tag triggers more shock than a retro computer's boot-up sound.
What I can offer you is zero.
Zero.
Comedy sequel, the hunters scoff at the initial offer of $0 for their ancient artifacts. The hunters, expecting treasure, get a less than an antique appraisal, leaving the shop echoing with laughter and $0 dreams.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You too.
In the aftermath of the failed computer barter, the hunters dropped to an $800 offer, met with a swift and resounding $0 from the pawn shop. ZZ Top, mistaken for Detroit's antique appraisers, exits empty-handed. The seller consoles himself with a printer sacrifice to the dumpster gods.
I thought it was you, man.
Oh, that's good.
Ending the scene with a comedic crash and a touch of musical confusion.
Bone Rattler. Okay, people, the granddaddy of speed in the house. Ready to snatch up a drag racing car from the pawn shop? Who knew shuffleboard was just a warm-up?
This guy is an expert. He knows all about drag racers. So does Jeff. Jeff is my jeweler, but he's much more knowledgeable with engines than I am. The guy that sold it to me said it cost him $85,000 to put it together.
Probably clipping along at about 250 miles an hour. Fire this puppy up.
I don't know how to start it.
Gather around, youngsters. We got a drag racing sage here, boasting a mere 30 years under his belt. So the wisdom dump is here, as he schools the pawn shop owner.
You know how to start him?
Sure.
I knew you did. How long have you been racing dragsters?
For about 30 years.
Oh.
You ready for this?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, Mr. Been There, Done That. Let's see if your drag racing tales can seal this deal or take a nosedive. Now, coming straight to the negotiation.
20 grand.
7,500?
I don't think so. If you give me the money today, 15,000. I'll throw the skeletons in for free. We have a deal for 15,000?
I guess so.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
your new car.
Mechanical Bull. Ah, the good old days of Wild West bull riding and rugged cowboys. Some dude missed the memo that it's not exactly the trendiest scene nowadays. Time to catch up, y'all.
Going for a ride in my parking lot, or what are we doing?
Let's have a little fun, girl.
We're trying to sell our mechanical bull.
Why do you have it?
A Western-themed restaurant bar before, and that was the theme. We put the bull into the bar.
Well, slap on those cowboy hats. We got ourselves a scene here. But seriously, who's taking bets on whether they can wrangle a decent price for that rodeo-style bull riding?
Let's say you were to buy these brand new. How much do they cost?
They cost around $15,000 to $20,000.
How much do you want?
$15,000.
So if I was to buy this brand new or buy this used from you, it's the same price.
Rental companies rent these out for $750 a day. There's a lot of revenue potential.
Ah! Man, sad to see these alpha men taking back their bull home. But folks, hold on to your hats. Maybe Ashley has something else in her mind.
3,000 right now.
45.
31.
39, you pack it up. That's my bottom dollar.
34.
I can't do it.
Sorry, good luck.
Dr. Death's van. Step right up, viewers. You've heard of Dr. Death, but today's highlight is the van that spotlights as the ride for assisted suicides. Because nothing says vacation like a one-way ticket, right?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
By Dr. Death.
This is the actual van that he did his first and several other assisted suicides in.
Jack Kevorkian was an iconic figure in the city of Detroit.
We're not aiming for a Valley of Chrome farewell tour this time. Mr. Big Bucks here wants a six-figure sum. Brace yourselves, because Les has his few concerns all queued up.
It is a piece of history.
I like buying weird.
You won't find another one.
The problem is, it doesn't make sense to spend six figures on something like this for me.
Well, you either love it or hate it.
But I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
A van oozing that delightful combo of creepiness and death vibes. So legit. However, why not throw in another expert opinion? Let's see how that went.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the six-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand. 30 grand.
50 grand?
30.
One time, 50.
30 cash right now.
Bizarre bikini. Check out this granny of the century who strolls into the pawn shop with an elderly figure that has a lot to do with, I don't know. You have a look and maybe you decide.
Which is the doll?
I heard that. I'm undressing her.
What can I say? A really nasty looking woman, but a very cool item.
Yep, that's about accurate. You just saw a long-legged granny in a bikini. All the efforts are done in the name of art. However, our granny here invested in this model.
How much did you want for this thing?
I'd like to get $500 for it. This thing is art.
It's a very cool item, but not for that price. I mean, she's really cute. I mean, she's really fun to look at, but it's not going to be even close to 500 bucks.
Never mind, that was gonna be a deal breaker. Unless Les had some more quotes to add to the art piece, this stirs things up for the selling mix.
Here this woman was playing my game, and I was losing.
200.
190. I'll take her.
Will he stop?
Okay, schlep it home.
You know, I heard my dad saying it wasn't worth the extra $10. Bull.
She wants 200.
Latex vacuum bed. Look who's spicing up the pawn shop scene. This dynamic duo's got a latex vacuum fetish bed up for grabs. You know, just your average afternoon errand.
Latex vacuum bed.
A what?
A latex vacuum bed.
So you have sex with latex?
Pretty much.
It's like the autoerotic asphyxiation. Is what
Pretty
it is,
much,
correct?
yeah.
Bobby J surprisingly knew exactly what this thing was.
All right, I was wondering, who needs candlelit dinners when you can have vacuum-sealed intimacy? I'm not here to judge. However, here's a quick demonstration.
Is it normally when Felix has his hand over his mouth? Normally what they like.
I actually used it.
Are you breathing? There we go.
Not gonna work. It's working.
Everyone's a critic when it comes to, what's the word? Innovative sleeping arrangements. Yeah, there we go. And we aren't sure if that ever went up for the big sale.
Used it.
So how could you not want to do this with him?
Because I don't want to suffocate.
It's not for everybody. I'm familiar with the bed. Very much so.
Just imagine having sex now. He don't have to hold you.
Perfect. Well, now we got that out of the way.
Just a normal fine day when this guy walks into the pawn shop to sell Les Paul's document collection, including an incredibly unique and world. In the 1950s, Les Paul and Mary Ford topped the charts with over a dozen #1 hits and sold millions upon millions of records. So the seller is hoping to get $250,000 for this collection. The big question is it really worth that much? And is it still in good enough condition to fetch a high price? Let's find out. Rick Harrison calls for Drew, the expert from Authentic Autographs Unlimited, who specializes in forensic document examination. He then carefully examines the signature on the guitar and remarks that Les Paul had a unique and straightforward signature style. Interestingly, Drew notes that he never included his last name when signing autographs. He goes on to then Rick asked the seller, how much is he expecting from it? So he was like, I want $250,000 for it. But someone in the comments section went all out and said that those papers would fetch a whopping $190,000 if Joe Bonamassa got his hands on them. Another user totally agreed with him and even said that if this guitar showed up in the right magazine, some millionaire rock star would easily drop at least $200,000 for it. But here's the main part. Did the pawn shop actually make any profit? Hell yeah, they did. Once the show aired, they wasted no time and threw that bad boy up on eBay. And guess what? They scored a whopping $110,000 for it. They ended up making a cool $20,000 profit, guys. Now that's what I call a successful hustle. Next up, we have a customer who came in trying to sell a sword that was supposedly forged by the famous Yasutsugu family, known for making weapons for badass samurais back in the day, verbally abusing Ashley.
Who's over you, ma'am? Me. It's somebody that's over you going to give me $500. No, not talking to me.
For $500 to bail her man. That's a red flag right there, ma'am. Anyways, when Ashley asked her how she estimated $500 to be the value, she was fumbling and gave a very lame reason.
Because this is a new gig.
You threaten me? You're out. You're not.
For the last time, good lord, someone please ask her to zip it. And I swear, my poor ears were begging for mercy. But you know what? Kudos to Ashley for taking charge and showing her the exit door. She didn't let anyone rain on her parade and swiftly dealt with the situation like a boss. The store probably let out a collective sigh of relief when she was gone. Dude, just picture the chaos that would... No way, dude. You can practically feel the heat radiating from her furious motions just waiting to erupt. My back. If this dude's got any sense left in him, he better step up and start doing some major damage control. This is a replacement phone. Simple as that. But hold up a sec. Did he bother to bring the receipt? That's the million-dollar question right there. Because you know, without that little piece of paper, it's gonna be a bit tricky to sort things out. I mean, come on, it's like buying a ticket to a concert and then trying to get in without showing it. No can do, my dude. Receipts are like the golden ticket when it comes to returns and replacements. They're proof that you actually bought the item legit and can claim your rights if something goes wrong. Now, assuming he actually did bring the receipt, then it shouldn't be a major issue to get him sorted out. The store can check the purchase details, verify the warranty, and see what can be done about that faulty camera situation. It's all about following the proper procedure and making sure everything is legit.
I ain't got it with me, I ain't bring it.
So you're telling me you knew you had to get the phone exchanged and forgot the receipt? But Rich says they don't even sell iPhones for $200. So obviously my man over here is a scammer. Rich was very clear that he could look into it, but he needs the receipt. And he kept denying. Yet Rich asked him who showed him the phone so that he could double check. He randomly calls up one guy, and obviously the guy denies, saying they had iPhones on sale 2 to 3 weeks back, and the customer claims that he got it 2 to 3 days back. But obviously the man didn't like the fact that he is getting caught, and you wouldn't believe what he said to Rich.
Mohawk, shut the hell up.
My Mohawk doesn't talk.
It clearly does.
Clearly it
Along
does.
with that goatee, too.
The goatee does.
Like seriously, this dude went way overboard. First, he rolls up in here with a fake item that was never even sold to him in the first place. What's up with that, right? And then he has the audacity to start talking back to Rich like he's the boss or something. Come on, man. Rich ain't just gonna sit there and let this guy run his mouth without firing back. It's all about standing up for yourself and not taking any BS from anyone. Rich had every right to clap back and put this dude in his place. I mean, it's crazy how some people think they can just waltz in and cause a scene without any consequences. But nah, that's not how it works here.
Okay, did that one work?
Pull the things up over your ears a little because you clearly can't.
No way, dude. Even while Big Joe was escorting him out, this guy had the nerve to keep shouting at Rich, trying to prove his point. Talk about audacity on another level. I mean, seriously, when you're already in a situation where you're being shown the door, you'd think common sense would kick in, and you just leave quietly. But no, not this guy. He just couldn't resist the urge to keep arguing and making a scene. It's like he thought he could still somehow win the argument or get his way by raising his voice. But let's be real here. Shouting isn't gonna magically make your point more valid. It's all about having a civilized conversation and respecting the boundaries. But man, I can only imagine the frustration and annoyance Rich must have felt having to bear all that unnecessary noise.
Send me a picture of the receipt from your phone.
Damn, my man Rich definitely got that one stitch on his head for a long, long time. Today, a real gem walked through those doors. This guy, I kid you not.
Hi. Hello, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm well. I'm here today. I want to pawn my computer. I'm trying to get my son into a technical high school. I know it's ugly, but it's
No, I didn't say it was ugly. How much you looking to get?
Like 175. Oh, that's not enough. I really wish you could give me like 150.
Have you ever had an impound before?
Yeah, I'm a gold card member.
Get it for you for the same amount that you've had it in for.
What was that? Do you consider the fact that I've been patronizing this business since '97?
I really appreciate
you're not giving me what I want.
Well, I don't give everybody what they want.
157?
You done?
No, I'm not done.
Do you want the 100?
No, I don't.
Okay, then goodbye.
This customer walks in with a laptop at a price that just won't cut it. Ashley knows this one's gonna have to go.
What do you mean goodbye?
You can walk out the store.
I can. But am I gonna walk out?
You will.
Who's gonna make me? I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this giving me what I want.
I don't give everybody what they want.
150.
Well, if you had
something as a patron that's been patron since '97. No, I'm not done. I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this.
Are you a lady or are you a child?
I don't give what I am. And don't think that you won't. Because all I got to do is make a phone call.
You know what?
Get out. I'm not going out of here.
Get out.
Me up. Don't touch me. Touch me. Get out of my store now. I've been patronizing this business since '97.
You have an English degree, right?
No, I don't. Y'all.
Despite Ashley's efforts to help her, the woman goes ballistic. Felix, the security guard, escorts the woman out, but she doesn't go quietly.
I was coming in to try and get like $1,500 for this.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my baby daddy out of jail, and I've been really trying to work things out with us. I love him dearly. I was his first phone call, you know, so that lets me know that he loves me.
Huh?
No, not $50. I want $1,500
I'm sorry,
for
I
these.
can't help you with that.
I said.
I don't care what you said.
I said I want $1,500.
I'm not giving you $1,500.
$1,500.
I am not giving you.
To get my man out, okay? I want $1,500. What part of that you ain't understanding?
You need a hug.
No, don't give me no damn hug.
Oh, you need a hug.
I don't want no damn hug. Get off of me.
Put that back.
I don't want no half milk.
The woman comes in to trade baseball cards. However, the only thing she manages to do was initiate a shouting match with Ashley. This one is put out the door fast.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
It's $50.
This thing costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
But you're still willing to buy for $50 though. So if it wasn't worth, why would you even say $50?
So they didn't say it wasn't all.
Can I talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? To the top.
Customers are just shocked when they're told the real value of their item, but this customer's just straight up disrespectful.
How much you want to spend?
I got $70. I've seen them for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops.
Yeah?
With 2 games.
Put it in as long as you'd like.
Does it come with a warranty?
It comes with an as-is warranty.
Need a PlayStation?
I sell them for $100.
What you gonna do?
I don't know.
The PlayStation's really hot stuff at the moment, but the customer who wants one is far from hot. He's mostly just hot-headed.
I ain't been shot already. What? Ain't nothing here. You're just another door guy to me. Yeah.
Throw it down. Throw it on $70.
I ain't. Oh, you don't have it.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Hey, what you think?
What you mean? What is all that about? What is all that about?
No, this one level beat your ass down here. Go. Do it right here.
You bitch.
They're not real.
What? No, these is real. Look, when you hold up to the light, ding, you hear that? Ding, that's the diamond sound.
Don't you think I would offer you money for them?
No, I know what this is. Why your big ass standing here? What the you want? So you can give me my $300. Whatever, Tomei, my ass haters. Bye.
Have a nice day.
The next customer is a lady with diamonds from her fiance, or so she thinks. Les breaks the bad news to the lady, but she's got a hard time accepting the facts.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
If I'm trying to pawn this,
35 millimeter, right?
yeah,
How much are you looking for?
just about $30. Got my baby's birthday coming up and just need a couple of extra dollars to help out. Stuff situated for him.
What do you have planned?
For his birthday?
Mm-hmm.
A birthday party, you know, cake, ice cream.
To try and get money from us. And the kid ratted her out saying, yeah, my birthday's in 2 months. There's a little bit of time you have before then to come back and hopefully have something of value.
And I really would have appreciated any little thing that you could have gave me.
10 years ago.
This is some bull because y'all could have took this camera. You could have gave me $30.
The innocence of a child didn't allow this woman to cash in on her worthless camera. She was pretty shocked her lies didn't work on Zeph.
How are you?
How are you today?
Good. What you got?
My bracelet on my phone. My baby daddy gave it to me. It would be so mad.
Curtain tiebacks.
What are you telling me?
You know this isn't real.
What do you mean it's not real?
Well, it's a real bracelet,
You know what?
It's a real. Listen. Okay, fine.
You're
Fair enough.
probably
Don't
right.
trip, okay? Don't trip. I'm about to call him right now.
Sometimes people get presents, and sometimes when they get their presents, the people that give it to them tell them a lie.
He said this bracelet costs $500.
It would be more.
What are you talking about?
He's lying to you.
Baby, did you give me some fake gold? Did you give me some fake gold? Really? Did you give me fake gold? This ain't love, baby. You said you was gonna marry me one day.
Okay. Have a very nice day. Thank you.
Man, this. What the is you talking about? Have a nice day. I have a nice day when
Okay,
you
then
give me
don't
some
have
nice service.
Right?
You know what, y'all? I'm about to take it to a real jewelry store that knows something. That's what I'm gonna do.
The amount of men who give their women fake jewelry in Detroit is absolutely crazy. This woman is shocked, betrayed, and angry when she learns the real value of her jewelry.
Hey, I was wondering what you could get me on a loan for the PS3. We're on a mission now, a real mission, to get my brother out of jail.
All of a sudden, the cop just stopped us because one of our lights are off in the back of our brake. Bond is $300. I got $150, and now I'm here. Ended up with his brother trying to sell his video game system on his games and the controller. See what we could do with that.
95. Suppose that gets 100 for you.
100, mama.
I can't.
100.
I normally would have given $80 on this game unit. I went $15 over, and that wasn't even good enough. But too bad I couldn't help her out because I wanted to help her. But I hope she can find the money.
Two customers come into the pawn shop on a noble mission of freedom. However, Ashley lets them down easily, but at least they take it better than most customers in this video.
Pawn shop because we, is in need of money. And we're trying to pawn this VCR and this TV. Okay, would you put it on there like that? And you wouldn't. Where's the income? You want to go to so what?
I was ready for them to have a full-out brawl out there.
Get your ass on somewhere.
No, get your ass on, hockey ass. I tell all ladies and everything.
Can I help you guys? Why are you guys fighting?
I kicked what he said. It was offensive.
Yeah, what are you looking for TV? Sell it. Actually, yeah, we gonna pawn this. No, the TV didn't get dropped. It works. $20. All right, 20 will work.
Hey, you can each get 10.
Oh, you agree now?
All right, just give it to this gentleman. We're gonna do this for 20. Just go online, get your ticket, and get your cash.
This is a general conversation.
Okay, well, we still in a relationship, though.
Tiffany, seriously, maybe you should go in the parking lot and space for him.
You're right. I am going to wait in the parking lot.
Freckles really pretty. I like that.
A chaotic couple barely makes it to the pawn shop before smashing one of their items in an argument. The couple is more sad than shocked that they've rendered their items worthless.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. I've got a ring I want you to take a look at for me.
You know what it is?
They're diamonds.
They're not diamonds. That's cubic zirconium and silver.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
I know what this is.
I'm telling you, I can't give you any money for it.
I know it has value, and I'm really, really upset right now.
So,
I've worked for an attorney. I know my rights. Don't touch me. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Oh yeah, what a gentleman you are. Anybody? Woman, what? Get me out of here. Get away. Get away.
4 times she hit me. Randy, 4 times? Why would I not give her money if it was worth it? She hit me 400. I thought you were smiling when she was doing that.
This woman can't believe her diamonds are actually not diamonds. If you like seeing angry senior citizens, then this grandma's got you covered like a quilt.
So, I'm here to sell my yays and stuff.
Okay.
Cartier. I paid $5,300.
For these?
Yeah, I overpaid.
Uh-huh. They're fashion designer glasses. Really cool gold diamonds. For those particular frames, there's a huge demand, but not for that price. How much you want for these?
The lowest I'll take probably like 40 for it. All right, give me 35. You give me 35?
1,000.
What you mean? You making too much money now.
I sell this stuff cheap, man.
Look, I ain't pay 1,000 for these.
I know
feel
you
me?
didn't. I can feel you.
But you don't feel me, you know what I mean?
I can feel you.
You see how he talking? Talking like a kid and
You don't know who the I
Man,
am. You don't know where the I was raised.
Like
and
I
you're just
said,
talking.
Well, flat out, man. I ain't leaving, dog.
Come on, baby, young buck. What's up, baby?
Man, we out. You on that petty shit, dog. That petty ass money you offering. That's why ain't nobody with y'all. You feel me?
I feel you.
Les is offered a cool pair of glasses, but he knows they're not cool enough to be worth what the customer's asking. The customer doesn't take the news well at all.
We'll buy this and pawn this and that and give you $350 total.
Get set for a crazy moment in this pawn shop. The shopkeeper and a customer are going at it in a big argument, trying to make a deal or who knows what. But wait for it. Out of the blue, two dudes in fancy clothes with blurry faces bust in like old school detectives. The shopkeeper's scratching his head, clueless, but here's the kicker. Those blurry face guys are undercover detectives on a secret mission. It's like a scene straight out of a comedy movie.
The detectives have arrived. I need to tell them what's been happening and show them the evidence.
Hold on to your laughter because this is pure comedy chaos. The second those detectives waltz in, the shopkeeper's freaking out like he's been caught selling magical beans or who knows what. These detectives are all business, channeling serious Sherlock vibes after an espresso overdose. They're tearing through the shop like treasure hunters on a caffeine high, checking random stuff and maybe on the hunt for hidden treasures. Meanwhile, the poor shopkeeper's sweating bullets, desperately trying to keep his cool. It's like a real-life comedy suspense show unfolding before your eyes. Get ready for the wild ride of the century. These detectives, giving their best modern-day Sherlock and Watson vibes, decide to ramp up the drama with technology. It resembles they're on an investigator show marathon watch as they jump into the security camera film. As they replay quick forward and focus on each problematic little hiding spot in the shop, envision some strong, thrilling music playing behind the scenes. An investigator story with an innovative turn will keep you as eager and anxious as ever.
Do you think he was working with someone else?
If he was, it could be anyone.
Well, buckle up for the big reveal. The digital detectives uncover the mastermind. And guess who? It's our buddy Joe. Yep, good old Joe is the culprit behind all the missing stuff. These detectives don't waste a second. They slap handcuffs on Joe quicker than you can say guilty as charged. And just like that, the pawn shop transforms from a place of heated arguments to a full-blown crime scene. The shopkeeper, still in shock, watches as Joe gets escorted away by the police, handcuffs and all. The whole situation is so bonkers it can make anyone burst into laughter. It's like a comedy show with mix-ups, detectives with blurry faces, and a surprise twist. You'd be left thinking, did that seriously just happen? It's pure comedy gold, my friend. Comedy gold. A massive fraud. This one will truly astound you, so hold on to your chairs. The largest swindle to ever occur on the show, so far as people are aware, left everyone perplexed and alarmed. Basically, the boys said that someone from the shop had conned them.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was going to give us the money and the laptop.
To make a long story short, a woman pawned 2 of their laptops and then informed them that she knew someone who worked at the pawn shop and would give them the money and the laptops.
You pawned something?
Yes, she has the ticket.
When did you pawn it?
Today.
The males are left with nothing because she has their laptops, the money, and even the ticket to their belongings.
You at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptops and the money?
Yes.
It astonished Ashley and Seth as much as it shocked Les.
This girl told you one of my guys would meet you at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptop?
Les or anybody else was unable to stop it now. Les then thought of a strategy, though.
If you can find out which one of my employees, you give me the guy's name, I'll give you the computers.
At that point, the youngster had a glimmer of optimism and left, believing that perhaps they could apprehend the employee.
Well, let me tell you something. We've been scammed before, and I will not be scammed again.
Les then requested that Ashley look up the buyer of each laptop they had that day on their background. Les realized something had clicked when she spent the entire day going through them and finding nothing. You're able to witness it.
You'll get the money and the laptops. You go, hell yes, let's do it.
Thus, these children were not the victims themselves. Instead, they had been attempting to con them all along.
Well, here's the way it works. Nobody gets out of pawn without paying for it, and nothing goes out the back door.
This time, they weren't duped either. Although the kids did cause Ashley and the others a lot of worry during
Are you her customer or mine?
I'm talking to you. Come on.
This lady got so irate because she wanted to be next in line. She wanted to be first. She felt that she was the most important out of every customer. You're next in line, so I'm gonna be right with you.
Okay, well, come on. It doesn't matter. What the are you? You're not the police. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. What are you going to do?
You offer it now.
In the opening scene, Ashley is at the counter with a lengthy line of customers. A sudden disruption occurs when a black woman attempts to cut in front of everybody else. Ashley confronts her, asking, "What are you doing?" The woman becomes upset, but Ashley firmly asserts, "You can't do that stuff here."
Goodbye.
Come back here. Let's talk right now. Take the receipt.
What would you like to do with it, ma'am?
I want to pay.
Well, you have to go to those windows.
No. I come to this line any other time.
Not at this window.
Okay, well, I'm not going to stand in the line.
In the wrong line. Get in the other line.
And I'm not going to get in another line. I'm going to walk straight up to the damn window.
We won't take you.
The woman continued standing in line at the counter. Les approached her, inquiring about the situation. She explained that she wanted to pay, but refused to move to the next window. Les informed her that in the pawn shop, crossing others in line isn't allowed, emphasizing the importance of waiting your turn.
Here of you.
Well, y'all just only come.
See this lady here? All the other customers.
Okay, and I always come to this line.
I'm sorry. You have to stand in the other line.
Okay, well, I'll be back before y'all close.
You can do whatever you want in this line. She can't. Can't wait your turn.
We'll be back later.
Following the interaction, the woman eventually complied and moved to another window. Les, taking action, instructed the workers at that window not to accept her payment. He firmly directed the woman to wait in line like the other customers, reinforcing the shop's policy on fair and orderly transactions.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, jackass.
Take your
Bitch.
Take
Yeah, that's you.
and get it to
You. Yeah, make me.
We don't,
Sir,
we don't want
please.
this. You can take this stuff.
Sir,
and
sir,
put it where
listen.
the sun don't shine.
Listen. I don't know what the problem was.
As the interaction begins, the customer expresses gratitude, but the tone takes an unexpected turn. Tensions rise as the customer's language becomes confrontational. The shopkeeper, addressing the situation calmly, refuses to tolerate mistreatment. The dynamics shift from appreciation to conflict, showcasing the challenges of customer service in a brief yet intense moment.
Came in here, tried to spend my money is what I did. That's what I did.
Okay.
And come instead of trying to come in here, I'm not even talking to you.
I need a liver transplant.
Why?
Seriously?
They didn't even look at these cards.
Sour Patch Kids.
The narrative unfolds with the arrival of another customer, visibly intoxicated. The shopkeeper navigates the encounter with a mix of tolerance and assertiveness. The customer attempts to engage in banter, revealing signs of alcohol influence. The shopkeeper, unswayed, maintains composure and subtly addresses the situation, highlighting the challenges of dealing with individuals under the influence.
I'm not even out of here, so I get this $30.
Not paying on my.
50 for that.
Jeff, take him out, please.
Better not put it in your car.
How would you?
Man, what the?
In this segment, a discussion ensues about cards and a potential liver transplant. The shopkeeper encounters a situation where the customer's intentions are unclear. Misunderstandings arise, and the shopkeeper skillfully navigates the conversation. The dialogue touches on humorous elements while portraying the complexity of communication in a retail setting.
What, is it, ma'am?
Is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Man, come on, you the dude with the ponytail?
The wife's racking my nuts on the telephone constantly.
Tie 2 earrings in your ears.
Does it matter?
Just take it off, put it with mine a little bit, let it get a little bit more weight to it, and go ahead and give me my money.
Does that make sense?
Right this way.
You can't come back.
Damn this! Go out my way now! One of y'all touch me! I'll break this.
I'm more than happy to go to the ends of the earth for you. When you come in like an ass, you be walked out like an ass.
The scene takes a surprising turn as the atmosphere shifts. The shopkeeper reassures the customers that, despite challenges, the store is dedicated to going the extra mile for them. The encounter, starting with tension, concludes with an assurance of excellent service. This final part encapsulates the roller coaster of emotions within a brief time frame, showcasing the highs and lows of customer interactions.
Need some help today?
Man, how you doing, brother? What's the deal on this TV here?
This TV right here is $400.
$400?
Yeah.
I was in here 2 weeks ago, sold you this mother for $90. Now you're gonna ask me $400 for it, man?
In the electronics section of the store, a customer named Robert engages in a conversation about a TV with the store employee. The casual tone sets the stage for what seems like a routine interaction. The customer questions the TV's price, sparking a humorous recount of a previous encounter where he claims to have purchased the same TV for a lower price.
Are you kidding me? So you're making a $310 profit off me? Bull, man.
Can I help you?
Who are you, man? I come in here 2 weeks ago, just like I told this gentleman. Do something with your hair, man. And then y'all gonna sell it for $400? You gonna make that much profit off me?
As the dialogue unfolds, the customer expresses dissatisfaction with the marked up price, claiming the store will profit significantly from his purchase. A manager steps in, attempting to resolve the situation. Tensions rise as the customer questions the legitimacy of the price hike and demands a resolution, emphasizing the financial disparity between his purchase and the intended selling price.
Brother,
where's your receipt?
Can you not understand English, my brother?
No, I can't, my brother. I don't believe that he wants a TV for nothing.
I'll just take the TV, man. Right out this door right
Sure you
here,
will.
and I'll be gone.
I would like to see you trust out here so fast.
Trust out by who? Who are you?
Les asserts his role, introducing himself and trying to understand the customer's concerns. The customer, however, remains skeptical, challenging the legitimacy of the store's actions. The language barrier becomes a point of contention as the customer questions whether the manager understands English. The atmosphere becomes charged with frustration and confusion.
Green Mile.
You're talking luck, and they're not going to be happy.
Here, I ain't going out the door, man. Y'all ain't gonna put me on the door, man. I ain't gonna know.
The customer threatens to take the TV and leave without making a purchase. The manager issues a stern warning, asserting that any attempt to take the TV without completing the transaction will result in immediate removal from the store. The confrontation takes an assertive turn, with both parties standing their ground.
Once I get this TV, man, get above me. Get off me. My damn shoe, player. You got my shoe. You got my money. It's joint.
This guy was acting like a total baby. He wanted attention and he got it.
Despite the warnings, the customer decides to leave the store, expressing discontent with the entire experience. He accuses the store of mistreatment and vows never to return. The situation concludes with dramatic flair as the customer exits, leaving behind a sense of dissatisfaction and a promise never to return.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm sorry.
I was like hoping to.
Okay, so whose ring is this?
My grandma's.
Oh. So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
It's not real. What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
A guy comes in feeling sad and asks Ashley to pawn his grandma's ring, explaining that she passed away and it's all he has. When Ashley checks the ring, she gently says it's not real. Concerned, she asks if he's got anything else, wanting to help him in a simple way.
You saying that basically y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you?
You don't waste your time. If you have a TV, you can pawn your TV.
What the f*** I look like pawning my TV?
Do you have a TV?
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
It's acting really erratic and it's making me really nervous.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower
Don't
your
put
voice.
your finger.
Ashley breaks the news that the ring isn't real. The person gets upset, saying it's not fake. Ashley suggests pawning a TV instead, but he questions why he should. Despite Ashley's efforts, the man gets angrier, repeatedly telling her to lower her voice. Ashley asks him not to point fingers at her face, but he ignores her.
I'm trying to help you solve
Like
your
this,
issue.
lower your voice.
The next thing I know, this guy snapped.
Lower
Don't
your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put
your
your
voice.
finger.
You got me up. No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
The security guard intervenes, slamming the upset person to the ground and then dragging him out of the pawn shop. The situation escalates and the guard takes decisive action to maintain order.
Next up, we've got this episode where a heavily muscled individual made his way over to meet Les to
complaining about equipment he got from the store that got busted.
Somebody bought this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago don't work now. It's broken.
What is it?
Little ab lounger I bought here, man. Workout.
In the midst of the pawn shop's hustle, a burly customer approaches Les with a complaint. He's upset about a busted piece of exercise equipment, an AV lounger purchased just days ago. Les, sticking to the store policy, explains that they can only provide an exchange, not a cash refund. Tensions rise as the customer vehemently rejects the idea of an exchange, demanding his money back. They can only hand over another item in place of the faulty one.
If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange. I could give you something.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money?
As the disagreement escalates, the customer insists on a cash refund, dismissing the option of another item. Les faces a dilemma, stuck between policy and customer satisfaction. The clash intensifies as the customer becomes forceful in his demand for a monetary refund, setting the stage for a heated confrontation. Les could match him word for word without fear.
Better be some money.
Or what?
Or what? There's going to be a problem. How about
What
that?
kind of...
Les, accompanied by his trusty companion Byron the Snuggle Bear, stands his ground. The customer challenges Les with threats of problems if he doesn't comply. Unfazed, Les maintains his position, asserting that the store's policy is non-negotiable. The heir becomes charged with confrontation as both parties refuse to back down.
I don't need food.
As things got super heated between Les and the customer, Byron tried to step in to calm the man down. As the situation reaches a boiling point, Les and the customer engage in a verbal showdown. The customer grows increasingly forceful and Les warns against physical contact. Byron attempts to mediate and calm the customer, but his intervention takes an unexpected turn, adding a new layer of tension to the already heated exchange.
Really?
The confrontation takes a risky turn when the customer, ignoring Les's warnings, attempts physical contact. Byron, in a misguided attempt to intervene, escalates the situation further. Les stands firm, refusing to be intimidated while tensions continue to rise. Les questions a man's marriage. Les uses a customer's words against her. There's trouble in the office, but Les reminds Seth that he's the boss. Alright, buckle up for some wild tales from the pawn shop universe. A dude walks in trying to return a wonky iPhone, swearing he got it from here. Plot twist, no receipt, and he even tried blaming a random worker. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've got ladies claiming purse hostage situations and others pulling broken TV emotional sagas. Here are the scammers being caught on Hardcore Pawn. This dude who gets totally jacked in Detroit loses everything, even his watch. So he hits up this pawn shop to sell some stuff and make his way back to sunny California.
Good, man.
I'm Les.
Philip, nice to meet you, sir. I'm here from California, do some construction, you know, buy some homes. Made a wrong turn, got robbed, and everything, dude, all my cash. I got nothing left, dude. I got a watch. Trying to get some money so I can get back to California.
Les hears the guy's sob story, feels some sympathy, and offers $80 for the watch. Not a fortune, but the guy was probably expecting pocket change, so not bad, right?
How much did you need?
$300-400 just to get on a plane or a bus.
He brought me in a watch, a good brand, but it wasn't worth the kind of money that he was asking for. Well, the bad news is those aren't diamonds in it.
What do you mean?
It's glass.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
I can go $80.
$80?
But no, our hero feels insulted, thinks his watch is gold or something. He's like, bro, normally I get $500 for this watch, and you're offering me 80? Rip off.
Normally we go 50, but I'm gonna give you 80 because I like your story.
Les isn't budging though. He's standing firm at $80. Now the guy's boiling, calls Les and everyone in the shop garbage.
Like my story? So getting robbed is a good story.
No.
I came over here to Detroit and you guys robbed me.
I didn't rob you.
You might as well have. You're trying to give me $80 for my watch. How the is that not robbing me?
You get $30 more than we normally go.
Detroit, man. This ain't gonna happen in Orange County, man. People who are here are garbage and you're garbage, man. You.
Don't come in with us, because we'll you up.
Then bam, it's on. Our guy tries to snatch his watch back, but Les is like, nuh-uh, not today. Things get spicy real fast, but he's having none of it.
Bob, that's the Detroit way.
Go.
Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch. No, give me my watch, please. Give me my watch.
Outside.
Give me my watch now. Get your hands off me. Or county. A lot better than this.
No one's gonna with Detroit.
In the D, we are all tough.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So this customer walks into the shop with this antique necklace, claiming it's been passed down through generations.
Can you help me, sir? I'm trying to get a nice deal on my antique necklace. It's been passed down from generation to generation. My grandfather gave it to me.
Okay?
Les isn't exactly doing cartwheels because this necklace isn't blinged out with diamonds or gold, just some crystals. But the customer's on a mission for a sweet deal, even if it's not a precious metal masterpiece.
My grandfather gave it to him.
But Les, being more into precious metals than history, isn't interested.
So how much can I get?
Well, you can't get anything. It's not diamonds, it's not gold, it's just crystals.
Now hold up, Les spots the customer's rings and gets that twinkle in his eye. But the customer's all like, I want a deal on the necklace, dude. Les, though, is playing hardball, saying they only dance with precious metals. No crystals invited to this ball.
Customers' rings catch Les's eye.
I'll take your rings.
Rings ain't for sale today. How much would you pawn this for?
I won't take that in pawn because we only take precious metal.
Now, cue the shouting match. Back and forth negotiations, but it's like a standoff and no deal is going down.
Now, take it. Well, I think you need to work something out with me, man. What he standing here for, man? Tell me, brother. It's antique, man. Nope.
The customer tries negotiating with Les, but no deal is struck. The security, though, offers a deal of their own.
Customers are not thrilled, yelling about deals and fairness. It's a bit of a scene, you know? But here's the twist. Les finally gives in and says, all right, give me those rings. Customer storms out, still yelling a bit. Whew, man. Antique shop life. Am I right?
I'm antique, bro. I don't want to talk. Me and you.
No deal.
Deal.
No deal.
How much you gonna give me for?
Let's talk about it on the way out the door.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, bro, man. Hold on. I can leave on my own. Hey, what's up? Big fella?
Have a nice day.
Gave me something.
Give me the ring. I'll take the ring in pawn.
Don't worry about it.
These two guys roll up to the pawn shop claiming they got hustled out of their laptops and dropping hints that a shop employee might be in on it. Tough back.
There's two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops.
Les, the big boss, gets called in to handle this mess. As the duo spills their story, turns out they handed their laptops to some lady outside the shop, lured in by the promise of cash and laptop return.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna give us the money and the laptops back because she knew somebody.
Les is legit shocked. These guys expecting help after a sketchy deal? Nah, no way. You can see it on his face. Neither.
Okay, wait, you pawned something?
Yeah, she had the ticket.
When did you pawn it?
Today.
Now the guys want Les to switch the ticket for the laptops, but Les is playing detective. He's like, when did this supposed pawn deal go down? Today, they claim. Les smells something fishy and wonders if his employees are pulling a fast one, out of his way to help them.
That's where we were trying to contact the owner because we want.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
You can, it's in her name.
Legally, Les says the laptops belong to the lady. He can't just hand them over. The guys are desperate, suggesting a name switch on the ticket, but Les is like, nah, those laptops are technically hers.
I wanted to know if
I can't do it because, according to law, they belong to her, not you.
Oh my God, Sal. You just.
Okay, so Les is in the mood. If they can ID the employee involved, he'll hand back their computers. They leave, but they can't deliver, depending whoever the employee is.
If you can find out which one of my employees, you give me the guy's name, I'll give you the computers. Find me out what I need to know, I can make magic happen.
Les, a pawn shop pro, suggests they hit up the cops and file a report. Guys are desperate, try to negotiate, but Les shuts down any rule bending.
Every transaction we did today is still accounted for, so it's here. All you guys need to do is fill out a police report. We can handle it that way.
Les shuts down any notion of bending the rules, highlighting that their laptops belong to the lady.
any way I can just switch the name?
No, because they're in her name. They technically belong to her.
And they don't belong to her.
Les makes it clear they're not getting their stuff back without paying for it. If any of that.
Inside job, and once we figured out, we came back and trying to tell you.
No, that's not the way it went.
That's not the way it went. The way it went was, you pawn your laptops to this pawn shop.
Les drops the truth bomb. No laptops without paying. It's a lesson on greed.
Here's the way it works. Nobody gets out of pawn without paying for it, and nothing goes out the back door.
The boy still thought, hold up. So this dude walks into the shop all chill, just looking for some help with the table. But out of nowhere, he switches to R-rated mode, throwing around some colorful language.
Let me lay on this mother. This is a sex table? Damn, I'll get some on this mother boy. Come on, Ashley, man.
Les isn't having any of it.
Bitch, that's what I've been screaming for. Come here. Get your ass over and shut up.
He's like, Ashley, we need backup. Shut this down. Now it's getting wild. Dude is on a bed. There's commotion. It's like a party, but not the good kind.
Get kicked in the face? Look, let me ask you something. No, you be quiet. Look, come this way, baby. If you let me, I'll be slapping that ass.
Les steps in and drops the truth bomb. We're not turning this place into a free-for-all. But hold on, he's not just playing referee. There's the threat of a face kick. Yikes.
Really? We don't think so? You don't disrespect my daughter-in-law?
Les isn't messing around. He tells the customer to get off the bed, making it crystal clear, don't mess with my family.
His family.
I'll tear that up, boy. I'll tear that up. Tear that out of here. Understand that?
The customer throws out an apology, but man, what a scene, right?
Put my kid. I'm sorry, man. Don't put my kid. I'm sorry, Les. I'm sorry, man.
This guy, Mark Hollingsworth, waltzes into the shop with a kind of sketchy idea. He's all like, I own this company dealing with watches, cars, and parking problems. But trust me, his sales pitch is as smooth as sandpaper.
Yes, Mark Hollingsworth.
Mark Hollingsworth.
Do you have a company out that does any of your, watches your lot or anything like that, takes any of the cars out?
We do.
Right off the bat, it's clear Mark's trying some passive-aggressive marketing. Les isn't buying it, though. Mark's still pushing, suggesting towing away illegally parked cars. Les, smelling potential scams, puts his foot down. No signing anything.
Better business venture than what?
Well, then probably what you're working out right now.
I must be missing something.
Okay, well, there's nothing to be missing. If somebody's parked illegally, we want to be...
Tension builds as Mark insists on linking their businesses. Les draws the line, saying Mark can't come in and shake him down. It gets really intense, and Les gives Mark an ultimatum. Leave or get tossed out.
I want the business. We're kind of working the area right here.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to give you...
Les, not one to back down, successfully kicks Mark out. Mark, feeling a bit defiant, says he'll be back, but Les isn't bothered. He's like, you're not welcome here. But he just won't get a clue.
This is going to be our business as well.
No, it's definitely not going to be.
Listen.
No, you listen. You are not coming into my business and trying...
Very nice way to promote a business.
Right here at
Here's
this
the way it's going to work, sir. You can leave nicely, or we can throw your ass out.
I tried coming
Nobody
in
comes
here.
in here shaking me down. Do you understand that?
Les has got grit and refuses to fall for dodgy deals. Mark's attempt to twist his way into a business thing totally backfires, leaving Les with one message. His pawn shop isn't a playground for shady schemes.
I'm not leaving anywhere right there.
Yeah, of course you're not.
I'll be back in this.
All right, come on back.
And him, and...
Well, at least they managed to buckle up for this one. A dude storms in on a mission to find the perfect anniversary gift, a watch for his wife. It's their anniversary too. Sweet vibes, right?
The next customer comes to the store in search of the perfect anniversary gift.
I need to get a watch for my wife's anniversary.
It's not your anniversary too?
But hold on, he hits us with a curveball. Wants to trade in a necklace that supposedly belonged to his grandma.
Mine too. She said, this belonged to my grandmother. Probably worth a lot of money. I just want to bring it up and see what you think. Maybe we'll do a trade for a watch.
Plot twist. Les finds out it's a fake. Oof. But this dude still got game, pushing for that watch trade.
When he discovers that the necklace he brought is fake.
Well, do you really want me to tell you what I think? They're not real. But it was fake when it was made, and it's still fake.
What are you going to give me for this? I want to trade for a watch.
It's fake. I'm not interested.
Les ain't fooled though. He's like, nah, that necklace is worth zilch.
The persistent husband insists on making a deal.
Let me see what you got in watches. And so what do you say? This is worth absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
That's
The situation.
And then it gets spicy. The persistent husband starts trash-talking Les's family. Big mistake.
I am?
Okay, I've seen your wife.
Lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me.
Oh man, big mistake. Les draws the line telling him there are two things you don't talk about: wives and family.
I don't think so.
This crosses a line for Les.
Listen, mother. Two things you don't talk about: wife and my family.
The little boy and that
It heats up. A little scuffle breaks out and security has to step in.
badass daughter of yours. Get off of me, don't.
Where you got to go?
Les isn't letting it slide. He's like, get out and don't let the door hit you on the way.
Lied.
I hurt you guys so bad.
Sure you
You
will.
better get two people, fat man.
Get the out of here.
2, 3, 4. Open the door.
Ashley's dealing with this guy who wants to pawn his grandma's ring, and it's kind of a bummer because she recently passed away. Sad vibes.
My grandma just passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
was like hoping to see what I could get for this.
Okay, so whose ring is this?
My grandma's.
Ding! But plot twist. Ashley checks the ring and bam, it's fake gold. The guy can't believe it, goes from sad to frustrated.
How much is your rent?
300.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's not real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not.
Ashley suggests pawning other stuff like a TV, but that just makes him more annoyed. Leave.
Basically, y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You don't waste your time. If you have a TV, you can pawn your TV.
What the I look like pawning my TV?
Now he's all, I want to talk to someone else. More irate.
I need to speak with somebody.
Big snuggle buddy Byron steps in, sensing trouble. The guy's getting more heated, and Byron's like, calm down, lower your voice.
Tell me
lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
put your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in.
Then it gets crazy. The guy threatens Ashley. Byron's not having it, tells him to leave. But nope, the guy stays put. So Byron has to physically escort him out. Ashley and Byron are like the peacekeepers, dealing with the chaos and keeping the shop in order. Decided to threaten Ashley, an action that wasn't very well received.
Bitch, I'll be back, bitch.
On the ground, mother. You're talking that now, get the hell out of here.
Here comes a young man eager to make a deal at the shop.
A young man comes into the shop.
He's waving something around, claiming he wants at least $100 for it. Les, the owner, isn't having it, saying it's not worth that much and offers him $20 instead.
To the shop.
I'm trying to see how much I can get for this. I'm trying to get at least 100 for it.
$100?
Yeah.
I won't even be able to sell it for near that.
So how much can you give me, man?
$20?
The young man is not thrilled, insisting he needs at least $100.
I need my money.
I
I'm gonna need
understand.
at least $100 for this.
You paid $200 for that, I overheard? I'll sell you.
man.
I'll sell you like 4 of them for less than that.
Why would I want to bow? I'm trying to get.
Tempers start rising, and he's yelling for more staff, demanding to see a manager ASAP. Les, sensing the commotion, steps in.
Dollars. Why is there more staff out here? Get some help. I've been waiting for an hour. I need to see a manager right now.
The situation escalates quickly as the young man disrespects Les, calling him old man.
On.
What the you gonna do, old man?
Who you calling?
This sets Les off, and in a moment of rage, something regrettable happens. Les takes charge, telling the young man it's time to go, and the drama unfolds.
Something he will regret later.
Who the you calling him? Really, mother?
I got this. I got it.
You wanna give me more than $20?
Get out.
Les takes matters into his own hands.
Time to go.
Nikki's got this customer who's upset about the cash offered for her golden bracelet.
They usually give me 3.
Okay, gold dropped, so.
That's not my problem.
She expected $300 like last time, but Nikki says it's $250 now because the gold price did a little dance. She started clamoring for a manager over and over, like that was gonna solve anything.
I want to speak to your manager.
What price did you give her?
$250.
And you need how much?
3.
Okay.
Just because the price of gold has gone down, that's.
Now, this customer isn't having it. She's like, I want a manager. But surprise, Ashley steps in. Not a manager, but trying to explain the gold market. The customer's having none of it and wants that extra $50.
You're not understanding.
No, I want my $50. The extra $50.
If you want
No, give me my extra $50. Come on!
Since it's clear she won't be getting the amount she was hoping for, she decides. When she realizes that bonus cash isn't happening, the customer flips the script, blaming the gold price drop for her unhappiness. She's dead set on getting her money despite market facts. Hey.
Gold has gone down.
Give me my money.
Is she serious?
Yeah, you gotta bring him around because you scared.
But Nikki's had enough of the drama. She tells the customer to hit the road, saying disruptive behavior isn't cool, and well, she's not welcome anymore. Customers out, never to return.
Here. Have a good day and walk
I ain't never
outside.
coming back to this store. You ain't big.
Have a good day. Have a good
You
day.
ain't big. I will rob you.
Have a good.
A young man from Dallas walks in, all proud of the watch that his grandma gave him, thinking it's worth $500. But Les takes a look and points out some issues, saying it's not worth much.
A man from Dallas walks in.
What you got here?
That's the watch my grandmother gave me.
And how much did you want?
I'm trying to get 5.
The guy's not having it. He wants to talk to someone who knows their stuff.
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
Rose color metal in there, looks like copper.
I see gold.
But it's not gold. I wouldn't be able to take it.
Can't give me nothing.
Les tries to reassure him, but things go south. The guy's all frustrated, claiming his watch is worth $500, demanding to talk to the jeweler.
Sorry.
Can I talk to somebody that knows what they're doing?
You can talk to me.
Unless you're bullshitting me, man. I have to get home, man, this week.
I understand that, but it's got no value.
It does have value.
Things begin to go south.
This is a bunch of bullshit, man. I want to pawn my watch that's worth $500.
Let me have you talk to my jeweler.
Now, when the jeweler says it's basically worthless, things get wild. The guy goes off, and before you know it, he's getting escorted outside unceremoniously.
Well, this guy's been in the jewelry business all of his life. He wants a $500 loan on a watch. What can you do with it?
What are we doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names. We're not calling you any names.
Outside, he's still fuming, dropping some colorful words. It's a full-blown scene at the pawn shop. The guy wants his watch back, but Les isn't having it.
Nothing. Stop being a bitch. This is the worst pawn shop in the city. It's a piece of dude. Give me my mother. Man, come over here and pick this bitch up.
Yo, you, get him here.
Let's go, my man.
You got Jimmy, man.
Buddy, hands up.
Hands off,
Yes, sir.
Yo.
A customer eager to test the bike's functionality pushed to take it for a spin right inside the store.
Horsepower I got.
A lot. 600 cc's, my man.
Seth smelling something. Now, it's clear that this customer might have some sketchy plans. Seth, playing it smart, doesn't let the guy take control of the bike. Faith in a person he just met.
You can't let me take the bike down the road.
Now, the customer, thinking that he's all tough, brings in a friend, calling him his dog, trying to challenge Seth's authority. It's time for a showdown as the customer's all worked up about his busted lounger from the shop and he wants his money back. But surprise, he didn't keep the receipt.
Money back.
Ab lounger I bought here, man, workout. Now, this thing obviously couldn't handle what I was doing on it. So 2 days later, it don't even work.
Let's lay it out. No receipt, no refund. But this customer's not having it. He's all about the money, not interested in an exchange, and things get loud. Security's on standby.
Necessary to keep the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. I didn't think I needed to keep it.
There's nothing I can do for you without a receipt. If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange. I could give you something.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money and then we won't have any more problems with this.
The customer keeps pushing, not caring about security or anything else. He's dead set on getting his money back, even throwing out threats.
I need my money back.
Not gonna do
yes,
anything.
And like all this
That's
security
great.
standing around or whatever. I don't give a
He's
rat's
not
ass
my-
about that. There better be some money.
When he sees security, he gets a bit jittery but doesn't back down, demanding even more backup. It's a feral showdown at the pawn shop.
He reaches the point of no return.
Don't touch.
Come on. Come on, man. Let's go.
Really?
Let's go.
I told you last time.
We got you, buddy.
Bring a couple more. Come on.
We got you.
Bring a
Yeah.
The Gold family gets hit with a shocker when they catch their own employee, Christina, in a sneaky scheme. They're all curious about Christina's shady moves. Turns out she's been pulling off a scam right under their noses. During busy times, she's cooking up fake loan tickets, sneaking money from the pawn shop. The family's jaws drop. Total disbelief.
At your merchandise.
Yes. I wrote up the loan. Okay, I wrote it up, but I only did it when we were busy.
So they confront Christina about it, and it's a mess. Her crafty plan makes it tough to figure out how much she stole. The numbers they're throwing around hint at thousands of dollars gone. Money off of them bit by bit.
And so you wrote it up for $350.
Yes.
And what about this piece right here? How much did you give a loan on it for?
The Golds are just stunned at their own employees' audacity and cunning moves. Stolen.
You wrote up a fake ticket and stole money from us. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Les tries to cut a deal, saying spill the beans and maybe they'll go easy. But Christina's all defiant, giving vague answers and stalling.
How much money do you think you've stolen from American Jewelry?
Would you say it's over $1,000?
I can't understand what that is.
Yes or no?
When the police get involved, it hits them. This is serious stuff. Les gives Christina a last warning, saying once that door opens, her fate is sealed. Even with a chance to cooperate, Christina's not budging, so the Golds have to hand her over to the cops.
You're just stealing from us all alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct? Last chance, because once that door opens and the cops come in here, I have no option.
With the way she had to do their dues.
Okay.
Alright, check this. A customer walks in wanting a receipt for something she already owns.
Item that they already owned.
We don't give out receipts. What you mean you don't give out receipts? When we give you your item, that's your receipt. That's proof that you paid to take it out.
I need this receipt to show what I spent my money on. So I do business with...
Les says the item itself is proof of purchase, but she's not having it. She insists on a receipt to show what she spent her money on.
With the answer,
Bitch, give me my receipt. I need a receipt. My man needs to know what the I spent my money on, and you sitting there looking all stupid and you can look at...
Even with Les trying to talk sense, things go south. The customer gets all aggressive, throws around some colorful words, and even threatens physical harm. Security steps in, and the manager gets called, but it's getting more heated.
Bitch, I beat your ass. I ain't got time to play with your ass. Somebody give me a manager up in this bitch.
The manager shows up, but Les is done. He tells the customer it's time to hit the road, but she's not backing down.
I've been doing with my money. Can I get
I don't know what the you've been doing with your money.
So you gonna sit there and act like that?
Yes.
Bitch, I'll burn this down.
Okay, it's time for your ass to get out of here.
Security tries to escort her out, but she resists, causing a scene and accusing them of making her fall.
Hands off me! You better get your bitch! Oh, no, bitch! No, y'all gonna make me fall like that, bitch!
It's a tense situation, drama at its peak in the pawn shop. A customer walks in dead set on selling his jacket at a price he thinks is fair. Rightfully deserves in mind.
I'm looking to get some money for it, man. I'd like to get, and I'm going to get, about 50 or 60 bucks. Can't walk out of here.
But things get wild as he brushes off small talk, just wanting the cash ASAP.
How long have you owned this jacket? What's it matter? How long I've owned it? Just give me some money, man.
The employee tries to chat, but the customer's all about getting a good deal because of medical needs. Negotiations kick in, and the customer flat out rejects offers, aiming for 40, 50, or even 60 bucks.
Problem I need to deal with, man. All I want is some money. Give me 40 bucks, 50 bucks, man. At least 60.
Now, Les, who's usually quick with this stuff, finds himself in a twist. He throws 20 bucks on the table, making things even more tense. Normally, he'd have booted him out for being rude.
I'll buy it from you for 20.
20? Are you nuts, bro?
Security jumps in, forming a shield around Les, expecting trouble.
Not as nuts as me, though, brother. Give me
You wouldn't have
it,
a clue how nutty I can be. I'm a crazy mother.
But the customer's not backing down, claiming he's capable of unpredictable actions. Les holds his ground, hinting at the security measures, saying being reckless won't end well for the troublemaker. Imposing man.
Want to get hurt today? I wouldn't be too stupid if I was you.
So what if I jump at you?
Oh, you don't want to do that, man.
See that big gun, this mother?
As things calm down, Les gives props to the security team for keeping order. The customer, realizing the odds aren't in his favor, acknowledges the security team's lucky presence. Somewhat peaceful conclusion.
They're lucky they got you, man.
Yeah, because if we don't have him, then we got him. And if we don't have him, then we got him. And then we got 3 other mother behind you.
Ashley, a customer walks in, dead set on selling his watch.
Put his watch in here. It's worth $820.
How much you pay for it?
Made like.
No beating around the bush, he wants at least $400, claiming the watch is worth $820. Les, keeping it real, says he might pay around $7 for it, but the customer, not having it, wants an F for the watch, meaning $400.
7.
Yeah, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me 4. Give me 4 for this watch, man. Come on, man.
Asking for $400.
As things heat up, the customer starts yelling about having a baby on the way and struggling. Les congratulates him but sticks to his offer. The customer, frustrated, keeps pushing for $400 or even $450, raising his voice and venting about his living situation.
Dog, give me like $450 for this watch.
Why are you yelling at me?
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. Come on, give me $400 for this watch.
Then it takes a wild turn. The customer starts insulting Les, calling the place a hoe-ass place and breaking things. Security steps in, telling him to clean up his mess, but the customer's not backing down, hurling vulgarities and challenging Les.
Baby on the way to go do this bull to me, dog.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, give me some cash for this watch, man. 400?
No, I'm sorry.
This is a bull ass place, man. This whole ass.
Les decides he's had enough, goes around the counter, showing he won't take any disrespect. The customer, seemingly oblivious, keeps up the aggressive act.
Insulting Les and breaking things.
Shit, dog, man. Y'all, man, it's some bull.
Excuse me. Hey, bitch, pick it up.
You call what? Hey, who the you calling a bitch?
Security tries to keep the peace, but the customer's attitude pushes Les to the edge. It's tense, like a battleground of words and emotions in the pawn shop.
He goes around the counter to take matters into his own hands.
Touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude. I'm out this bitch, man. Y'all, man, for real. Y'all, I'm out this bitch, dog.
Ashley's dealing with a customer who says his watch is messed up, but surprise, he doesn't have a receipt.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Not good. I got a little issue here.
What's your issue?
Bought this watch from you guys a couple days ago and it's not working.
The guy claims he dropped a bunch of cash but can't remember how much or show a receipt.
How'd you pay?
Cash?
Cash. How much did you spend?
I spent a lot of money on that thing, man.
Okay, number one, I'm not swearing at you out of respect.
Ashley, smelling something fishy, decides to play along and points out a problem with the watch. She's like, Rolex watches shouldn't have this issue. But here's the kicker. The guy throws a veiled threat, hinting at consequences if Ashley was a trained cop.
Do you wear contacts?
No.
You can see well, right?
I can see very well.
What does it say?
Now Ashley's not having it. She keeps her cool, uses her training, and delivers a swift response. A chokeslam. But she decided to play along with his games.
Come here, I'm gonna show you exactly where your Rolex is. And by the way, if you wear a tank top, I'd advise you work out some more. So come on.
The guy, realizing he underestimated the situation, backs off quickly. Message delivered. Threatening behavior won't fly in the store.
Really?
How about it? Get the off. Get the off.
A lot of people probably don't know. I'm trying.
The customer's still demanding what he thinks he paid for it, but Ashley's chill. She hands back his cash, making it clear that being confrontational won't change the outcome.
I want what I paid for.
Here you go. Cash.
I want what I paid for. Bitch.
A mom and daughter storm into the shop, all worked up about a stolen ring.
Ocean has Ashley's attention.
My daughter, she stole my mama's ring. I need you to do whatever you gotta do,
But the twist is, they spill that they've got no receipt or ID. Ashley, one of the employees, catches wind of the drama and steps in. The mom's dead set on getting the ring back, but no proper paperwork is a roadblock.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right? Now what we gonna do?
There's nothing
what
I can do.
What the hell we gonna do?
I have to have
my mother. I want my ring.
Ashley tries to calm things down, saying, hey, lower your voices, we're in the store. She asks the daughter about any ticket or documentation, but there's none.
Lower our voice, you're in our store. You took your grandma's ring?
Yes.
Okay, so where's your ticket? I don't have it. Did you press charges against your daughter for being a thief? I'm not pressing no charges against my daughter. Then you can't get it back.
Then Ashley throws a curveball. She asks if the mom wants to press charges against her own daughter for stealing. The mom's torn but decides against it. Problem is, no charges mean no ring without the right papers.
Somebody else that can get I'm not gonna quiet down. I'm not walking away without my damn ring.
Both mother and
The pawn shop sticks to its guns, and both mom and daughter have to leave empty-handed. On their way out, they make a fuss, blaming the shop for involving the police. The staff stays strong, saying it's not their fault, but the daughter's actions that landed them here.
You're telling me I gotta make a police report against my daughter. You need to get out. See, it's your daughter, not us. It's your daughter. Yeah, you want to get out. Hey, get off him. That's when I get your ass home.
In the American Jewelry and Loan Store, strange customers are pretty common. An occurrence.
Can I please get my coat? Y'all got it out here on a display.
How are you today?
Now, here's a wild one. A bold lady insists she owns the monopoly on all things pink, demanding her coat back.
I need my coat. Everybody know in the hood I rock pink. I need my coat.
An employee trying to be polite asks for the pawn ticket, but she's not having it, totally convinced that the coat is hers. This lady refuses to listen.
Can I get my coat?
How long you been going through the change of
Can I get my coat? Now get my coat. Right there. Give me my.
Then she cranks it up a notch. She calls for security, demanding the store owner. Her coat demands echoed through the place, causing a scene. Byron jumps in like a pro. Despite her loud protests, he shows her the exit, keeping the peace in the store. The owner of the store.
Out of my store. I need my coat. Never come in this bitch.
There you go.
The whole pink coat saga becomes quite the spectacle. Byron managed to toss her out while she kept on screaming for the coat that clearly wasn't hers.
No,
Coming down, y'all got my up in there.
Bring me the.
I'm from pink. I'm a pink bitch.
The day kicks off with a grumpy customer claiming his recently bought coat shredded while he was riding. Thing is, he's got no receipt to back up his story. Person.
Just bought this coat here about a week ago. Riding down the road and the thing just shreds up. I want my money back.
Now, despite having a receipt, this guy thinks that's enough proof, ignoring the store rules. Karen, the staff on the case, stays cool and sticks to the policies. For cash.
It's a little beat up to me.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm not very happy.
Do you have your receipt?
No, isn't this receipt enough?
No, it's not. I need a...
The customer keeps pushing for a refund on a new coat, but Karen holds her ground, saying you need a legit receipt for any fix. Props to Karen for not letting opportunistic behavior slide. Now,
I want my money back, or I want another coat.
Can't help you unless you have a receipt.
All I want is another coat, or I want my damn...
As the talk goes on, it becomes clear. The customer's trying to pull a fast one, hoping to score another coat without proper verification. But Karen sees through it, keeping her cool and not giving in. Him? He got Karen.
How about I just take one?
Well, I don't really recommend you.
When the guy can't bend the rules his way, he gets all aggressive, hinting at causing a ruckus. Karen, though, stays calm and walks him out, stopping the situation from blowing up. That's how you handle tricky customers. Shredded to you?
I'll take this whole damn wreck.
Hold on, my man. Hold on,
I'll take
my man,
this
my
whole
man.
wreck.
Barbara and her nephew Leon hit up Seth at the American Jewelry and Loan Store, all tangled up in a TV remote drama.
Barbara.
Nice to meet you.
And this is my nephew, Leon.
Hey, Leon, nice to meet you.
We buy the TV, but he got home and
So Leon bought a TV from the pawn shop 3 months back, but guess what? No remote. Turns out he pawned it without the original clicker, and now they want a replacement.
He pawned about 3 months ago.
yeah, so we're up here now, and all he wants is a remote for his TV.
That's the barcode for the TV.
Oh, you took the barcode off the TV. If it didn't come with it.
But Seth can't find the remote. He suggests checking the stock, but they're not having it. Frustration kicks in, and Barbara and Leon decide to make a scene, claiming the TV had a remote when pawned. Despite Seth's confusion, Barbara insists her nephew deserves a remote.
When I rebought my TV,
Yeah.
it didn't have a remote control. And I
Right.
know I pawned the TV in with
Right.
the remote control.
Right.
So
Right.
why I don't have it now?
He pawned the TV, it was a remote to
You wanna
it.
buy one?
So you give my nephew his remote, right?
Facing potential chaos, Seth, keeping cool, decides it's time for Barbara and Leon to exit. Security steps in, escorting them out, putting an end to the chaos. Seth throws in a little note about the abundance of remotes in the store and wishes them a nice day. No doubt Seth has tolerance.
You got one back there somewhere.
I've got lots of them.
It's
You want
back
to give
there
them the
somewhere.
remote?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No.
back there.
So go back there.
Have a nice day.
You remote Steve!
Karen's at the store and things get crazy. A lady seems all chill talking about watches.
Your eye that you want me to pull out?
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Did you see her? But hold up, she suddenly accuses another customer of swiping her invisible phone. Yeah, you heard it right, invisible. Karen, cool as a cucumber, questions the crazy claim. Giver is Byron Services.
Where the hell is my phone?
Something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let my. Did you take my phone? Take your phone.
Turns out no phone was missing. Karen, with a bit of sarcasm, asks if someone took her invisible phone. Drama alert. The innocent customer is just baffled. For Karen.
Get the manager. You
Don't touch me.
Calm down.
Ma'am, there was no phone.
There was. I laid my phone there.
The lady, frustrated that her trick failed, goes off. Karen unknowingly adds fuel, mentioning the end of the lady's gangster years. Boom. Emotional explosion. Knowledge of.
Yo, y'all better get this lady because I ain't got
Y'all,
nothing.
please,
Yo,
listen,
this is
listen,
crazy.
listen.
Crazy.
Trying to chill things out, Karen tells the lady to calm down. The store, once quiet, turns into chaos. Karen's dealing with it, but man, unpredictable customers make it a wild ride. Proves a little too much.
Your gangster years is over with, baby. Calm down. You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead.
Karen's handling of the situation. Oof.
Man, put the cane down. Chill out. Gangster, calm down. Would you calm
You
down?
ain't that bad.
Calm down. I am.
On what seemed like an ordinary day at the shop, a quirky customer shows up at the shop claiming he wants to pawn some stuff. But get this, he's only got pictures of the items.
But I got some pictures. I don't want to bring them up here. It's cold outside.
Right.
I got this one right here.
Yeah?
Nice little clock.
Seth, being the sharp guy, quickly spots something fishy. Those pics look like they're straight from the internet. Sus, right? Well, Seth ain't playing around and says, no way I'm giving you a quote without checking the real deal.
How much are you looking for?
I'm looking about $500.
I can't quote without seeing the actual merchandise because just because you have a picture of it doesn't really mean that.
The customer wants a $500 quote, but Seth is like, hold up, I need to see the actual stuff. Now Seth's on point. He knows pics can be deceiving, but the customer won't budge, and Seth's suspicion grows. Without checking the goods, Seth says, no quote for you.
You interested?
I'm interested.
But you can't quote me what I'm gonna get though.
No, it's just a picture. I don't know exactly what you're going to be bringing in. I don't know if it's metal. I don't know if it's paper. I don't know if it's just a painting. I don't know.
But the customer's persistent, not showing the item. Seth's had enough, and he calls in Byron to show the guy the door. Byron, following Seth's lead, kicks the guy out.
Get the quote?
No, sir. You're wasting my time and your time now, so bring it in.
You know what?
What?
You.
Have a nice day.
Man. What you want to do? Do you?
Come on, do it. Do it. Say hello to the bad guy.
One more time.
I'll call my experts in.
Okay.
No problem, bud.
Okay, check this out. A customer rolls in eyeing a $100 watch, thinking it's a done deal. But here's the twist. Her VIP card can't cover it. Just the basics, you know? She suggests her VIP card is like a gift card, and Byron's trying to clear things up, but she's not having it. All the drama starts. Drawing though.
Hi, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm looking for a watch, maybe about $100. I got
$100 isn't a bad deal for a pretty watch. The customer expresses interest in a watch priced at $100, seemingly content with a deal which includes a $6 tax.
It's really
Looks
pretty.
good on you.
It was 100.
100. I'll take it.
Okay. Now we add tax on that. 106.
All right.
Now outside, Byron's still explaining like, no loss, just a card thing. But the lady's not getting it. She goes on a name-calling spree unless the employee is left scratching his head at the unexpected drama. Store. She should go there. Maybe they sell watches too.
$100 gift card?
$100 gift card.
These are not our gift cards.
The situation goes wild. Insults flying, unfounded accusations, and Les is caught off guard. It's like a crazy ride dealing with customers who expect the moon and the stars. The lesson here, some folks take things way too personally when things don't go their way. Drama, drama everywhere. Byron can explain the situation to her outside the store.
So you telling me I'm losing $100? What is she gonna say? I don't understand up in here. Okay,
What is
I'm
she
not
gonna
about to
swipe?
lose,
Hold on,
all
what's
right?
The scene underscores the broader issue of customer entitlement and the propensity for some individuals to resort to aggression when their expectations aren't met.
Ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Are you my sister? Sister? What up?
Somebody want to buy a preferred gift?
Seth's in the shop, right? Then this guy walks in all hyped up about wanting a PlayStation 3 for $70. But hold up, he's seen it cheaper elsewhere, so why is it even here?
How much are your PlayStation 3s?
How much you want to spend?
I got 7.
Seriously, he mentions having seen the same item for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops, prompting the question of why he didn't pursue the purchase from those establishments instead.
Good deposit if you want. You can make payments every 30 days. Keep it in as long as you'd like.
Does it come with a warranty?
Seth, being cool, suggests payment plans and throws in a warranty, but this dude flips out, calling $70 ridiculous and claiming he sells them for $100. Things get heated and Byron's on standby for security.
It comes with an as-is warranty.
This is bull.
I sell them for $100.
That is ridiculous. All I got is 70. I want some.
As the tension escalates, the customer raises his voice. Unbeknownst to him, Byron, the security presence, is prepared to intervene if the situation spirals out of control.
Voice raised like that, we'll be more than happy to speak with you.
What's up on this for $70?
Show me $70.
Seth tries to calm the storm, invites the guy to talk it out, but nope, confrontation is the name of the game. To cool things down, Seth throws a challenge. Show the cash if you're serious. But surprise, surprise, the dude can't show the money. So with Byron there, Seth basically says, adios.
Ride, big boy. Big boy. Ride, big boy. Time to push me, big boy. Here we go. What you want to do?
You think I'm about
What you want to do?
I come down this level, beat your ass down here.
Les is just doing his thing when suddenly a lady rolls in all fired up saying, I want my money back. Station.
I want my money back. I paid you $500 for this purse. I want my money back.
Now, she claims that she dropped $500 on a purse and now thinks that it's fake. But here's the kicker. The store doesn't do refunds for sold stuff. Les, smelling something fishy, asks for a receipt. You know, proof of purchase. But she's not having it, gets all sassy and threatens legal action without any proof. Staff member scammed her.
Let me gain my composure before anybody...
Don't gain your composure.
Before somebody goes...
Give me my money back. You sold me a fake purse.
The purse.
Now the receipt drama heats up. The grandma's still sassy, insists on a refund without proof. Les stands his ground, asking for some proof. Then she goes all dramatic, threatening to wreck her own cigarette. Les warns her, but she's still not stopping.
Ma'am, do you have the receipt?
I didn't give you a second when I gave you my money.
Ma'am, I'm trying not to really
You
lose
took my
control.
money and I won't.
Show me the receipt.
I don't have a receipt.
The lady's disruptive behavior goes a step further as she threatens to destroy her own property, a cigarette. Les, recognizing the theatrics, warns against willful destruction and adds more potential claims to the already contentious situation. Route.
Please have my money.
No, that's how to start it. You know what that stands for? What is MK?
I want my money.
Things get crazier. She starts making threats, even talking about hurting people. But Les, cool as a cucumber, says her threats won't shake him.
I'm not.
Put your cigarette out. Put it out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette
Get
out.
your hands off me and I'll put it out. Give me my money. That's all I want is my money. Give me your card, because I'm going to sue your ass. I'm going to bust. I'm going to hit you.
You're not going to bust nothing.
I hit you.
Well,
I
go
got
ahead.
a son
I've been
big
hit by
enough to
much
hit your
harder. Go
ass.
ahead. Well, get him.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Stupid ass mother.
A lady walks in thinking she's got a real gold chain to pawn, but the employee Ashley spots that it's fake. Yeah, she wants $250 for it, but Ashley's like, nah, no can do. It's not real. The item was a fake after taking a look at it.
Pawn this chain.
Now, this lady starts making a scene, yelling and demanding the manager. Ashley's not backing down, standing her ground against the chaos.
Okay, for how much?
I want to get like $250.
We won't be able to take this
Why you want me to take it?
because it's not real.
What the It is real.
Ashley steps up, the lady still claiming her fake chain is real. Ashley's not having the yelling, setting a rule. No screaming allowed in the store.
I want my mother money for
Hi,
this.
excuse me. Why are you screaming?
Excuse me what? Get my money.
This isn't real.
It is real.
You're not.
Ashley, determined to maintain order, sets a clear boundary, emphasizing that screaming will not be tolerated in the store.
Come and get it.
One way or another.
All right, well, I'll come and give it to you.
Yeah. Why the keep saying it's not real?
You will not.
Plot twist. Ashley offers a deal. She'll check the lady's watch, but no more screaming. The lady suddenly gets all chill, realizing she needs to cool it down.
What can I get?
Let me see your watch if you want me to help you.
Hello?
If you yell at me one more time, I'm seriously gonna ask you to leave. I am not in the mood to hear your loud.
Now Ashley sees a chance to help. She suggests pawning the watch for $250, and the lady, now calm, agrees. Ashley smoothly guides her through, proving that she can handle the drama while keeping things respectful. Drama sorted.
Do you want me to let you pawn your watch for $250?
I'll take $250.
Wow, changing a tone now.
Yeah.
Want to follow me this way?
Thanks for help.
There's this guy who claims to be the last good man, but Seth's not buying it. This guy knows what he wants. Cameras in this case. And Seth is all set to help him.
Looking for cameras. What kind of good cameras you got?
Whatever you need. Yeah, so some point and shoots
okay,
right
over
here.
here. Let me look at this black one right here.
But hold up, trouble's brewing. The guy admits that he's got a short-term memory. Seth, being savvy, suggests paying up front, but Mr. Forgetful wants to shop around first, planning to keep the camera in his pocket. Seth's not vibing with that logic.
We'll be shopping around.
That's fine. Let's pay for it now, and then you can keep it in your pocket, and then you can keep shopping.
Why can't I just pay for everything at the end of shopping?
Then I'll hold the camera until you're...
Seth, smelling something fishy, won't let this guy stroll away with an unpaid camera. The customer protests, but Seth sticks to the rules, unfazed by the store's criticism.
Hold on to your camera until you're ready to buy something.
But it makes no sense. I'm gonna buy the
You know
camera.
what? The best part of being the owner of this place, it doesn't have to make sense to everybody as long as it makes sense to me.
Offering to pay up front, the customer isn't happy and throws shade at the store. Seth, cool as a cucumber, shows him the door, keeping things in check.
Thank you, sir.
But I want to buy the camera.
Sure, $90, sir.
Your store is a bunch of
You can leave, sir.
No, you won't let me buy it?
Have a nice day, sir.
I'm still shopping. Store sucks.
A lady storms into the pawn shop, dead set on getting back her shiny new Dell laptop still in the box.
There's a brand new Dell in the box, never been opened.
Never been open. Let me see.
The shop says it was pawned, but she insists it wasn't. The employee checks the system, and yep, there's a code saying that it was pawned. Now, she's not buying it and accuses the shop of shady business.
B-O-W-I-E. She got something in pawn? Yeah, she does have.
Refusing to accept this information, the customer accuses the shop of hiding her belongings without reason. However, the employee explains that there's a valid code for the item. Trying to keep it professional, the employee explains there's a legit code, suggests going to the windows for help, but she's not having it. Instead, she's getting more worked up, doubting the shop's honesty and integrity.
Oh, you have your fur coat, so you can go right over to the windows and they can take it.
No, I want my computer.
No, you have a fur coat in pawn.
And I understand.
And here's where it gets wild. She starts thinking that there's some big conspiracy against her. She's convinced the shop is teaming up with the rich tycoon to snatch her laptop. Things take a turn for the absurd.
Y'all don't know how to talk to nobody, and I guess
I'm
because
talking-
I'm the little dog that you can just
You ain't
tell
no little
me,
dog, you're taller than I am.
With a poor bitch's computer, check and give me my...
Her frustration peaks, and she goes from claiming to be a sweet Christian lady to dropping a string of curses.
She's a nice, polite Christian woman. Yeah, right.
I think that you are being so despicable.
A customer walks into the pawn shop all upset, thinking it's some charity spot. Now she's on a mission to get back her 2 TVs, claiming they were stolen. But here's the catch. No ID, no ticket, and she's causing a scene.
2 TVs. I need your ID or the tickets. My what? ID or your ticket.
The employee, being the voice of reason, explains this isn't a police station and suggests filing a report. She won't budge, insisting on her TVs pronto, even offering her name instead of proper info. The employee stands firm, saying they need a police report. If your items are missing, you should go to the police to complain, not the pawn store.
I have no ticket or no ID. My stuff.
Things heat up as she gets louder about her stolen stuff, but the employee keeps it cool, sticking to the right process. They're going to get her a television.
I need your ID or
I can give you my name. I need my stuff, like now.
Well, you have to make a police report.
I need my stuff.
In a surprising twist, the employee decides to play along with her need for drama. Customer goes all out, banging on windows, but the employee holds the fort, following store policies. When she won't leave without her way, the employee calmly shows her the door.
Ma'am, is there an issue?
2 TVs were stolen, a ring, and I just drove up here from Flint. I need my.
I'm not the police.
Look, I just want my.
All the ladies screaming is
Get my bitch! What? If I'm gonna have to get ratchet?
You don't pound on my window!
Les is chilling at the shop when this dude, looking like he time traveled from an old western, shows up, calls himself a music teacher, claiming his student's guitar got pawned at their place.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Your
brother.
name is what?
Vaughn.
Vaughn?
Yeah, I'm a music teacher. When I talked to her mother, she ended up letting me know that they put it in a pawn shop.
He didn't bring the student along and spills that the guitar got pawned without filing any police report.
No.
Otherwise, I would have to sell it back to you at retail. Pay me what we paid her, and then she would make restitution.
Les, being the cool head, says he can't just hand the guitar back without proof. He's all about that police report or receipt life.
I got to pay you some money? Why do I got to pay you anything?
Without a police report or a receipt showing me that that guitar is yours, I can't do it.
But wait, the guy's there to throw some intimidating music background to Les, saying that he played in Detroit for 15 years. Now Les ain't shaking, he's all about that proof life.
I've been playing in Detroit for over 15 years and you can't give me my back?
Byron, the big security bro, steps in when the intimidation falls flat. Now he scoops him out before things go wild.
Now it's time to go.
It's time to go?
It's time to go.
Man, could you work for him?
You're right, come on.
On his way out, he drops a line about Rick Ross and claims to be the next Rick James. Real head scratcher for Les and the crew. A wild mix of Western gear, music talk, and failed intimidation.
Hey, y'all got Rick Ross in security. I'm the next damn Rick James, bitch!
Les, just doing his thing, asks a customer why she wants to pawn some earrings. She straight up says she wants $350, but shuts Les down when he tries to understand why she needs the cash.
To pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
Les, being Les, doesn't back down. He keeps asking why she needs the money. And the lady makes it easy.
I'm coming in here with my jewelry to get money.
How many kids she got?
She just told you.
The customer, getting defensive, says it's none of his business. Les, though, keeps digging, trying to know more about her situation. Things get wild when the customer thinks Les is poking around on purpose. She's getting more and more annoyed, not liking the questions about her life. But here's the twist. Les catches her saying the earrings are real, but not with real diamonds. This gets him suspicious about the jewelry.
These are real.
They are real earrings. They're just not real diamonds.
They are.
No, they're
Yes,
not.
they are real.
Okay. Suddenly, the customer switches to bashing Les's choice of clothes, dissing him for wearing leather in the heat.
Leather coat you got on. It's 1,000 degrees. Who the wears leather? I ain't leaving this bitch.
Les's ears would ring for the rest of the day because those ladies weren't stopping talking, and it turns into a full-on heated exchange with insults flying around. But Les stays cool, sticking to store rules.
Wrinkled up probably ain't had no years. Supposed to be jewelry and long. Bull ass shot. Raggedy.
Okay, get this. A lady goes up to Ashley saying she needs cash for her silver ring to replace her lost dentures. She spills the story about her kids flushing both sets down the toilet while playing.
Got a little bit of a problem.
Can't imagine why.
My kids were playing around last night, broke my teeth. So they
How'd
were
they
playing.
bring them?
They flushed them.
Ashley, all ears to this wild tale, wants to know more.
But what I'm trying to do is sell this so I can get more.
So they took both sets?
The lady's looking for around $300 by selling her silver ring, but when Ashley gives her a value that falls short...
Exactly.
And you want how much? About 3.
Things get heated.
I can be able to give you 300. 2?
But Ashley's not taking it. She stands her ground, refusing to make a deal. The lady tries a last-ditch move, asking for $10, but Ashley shuts it down.
So what can you give me?
$10 to buy it.
No.
Now hold up, it gets worse. The lady cranks up the confrontation and the insults.
Bitch.
Take your silver ring and start walking, bitch. Listen, take one enough.
Ashley, not into drama, tells the lady to take her ring and keep on walking. This is what you get for messing around with Ashley.
Now what?
I'm here.
Now what?
I'm here.
Keep walking.
Bitch, my car's this way.
Lucky Ashley not.
Leslie's dealing with the situation at the pawn shop where 2 customers claim they pawned a $10,000 ring and want the remaining money or the ring back. They show Leslie a supposed legit receipt. But hold up, Leslie whips out a real ticket showing the difference between the two.
Client brought in a $10,000 ring here, and she wants to either collect the remaining money owed to her on the ring or get the ring.
The customers stick to their story, saying someone printed their ticket wrong. Leslie, with the facts, points out the ticket differences, but the customers won't budge.
Number 1, our tickets do not have this many numbers.
These are the amount of numbers that we have. This is the amount of numbers that are here.
Now here's the drama. The customers bring a lawyer who checks both tickets and calls theirs a fake. Despite the proof, the customers deny everything, insisting the ticket's legit.
Yeah, end of story. Somebody printed that up.
That is some bull.
It may be bull, but that's the truth.
I don't know how I got mixed up or printing wrong or whatever, but this is the ticket he got from here.
You didn't get it?
Leslie's had enough. With tension rising, she tells security to kick him out. The customers, still complaining, get the boot.
This is a fake.
Now you side with them, you're not representing us.
I'm representing
if
you,
I
but
don't
you-
get my ring or my money for them, how you gonna get paid?
You brought in a fraudulent ticket.
I didn't bring no fraudulent ticket. This ticket came.
You just as fake as the mother gave us the ticket. How about that?
No, I don't believe that the store gave you this ticket.
Nah, well, I don't believe you a real attorney.
We ain't got it right.
This
All
boy.
this
Somebody
you,
better
you
give me my
people,
money.
You with him, security.
Excuse
Have a
me?
nice day.
Nah, you got
Thank
me,
you.
bitch.
Sorry, young man. Sorry about that.
And you,
We gonna get
you ain't
another
get American Junior's bull, and you bull too. I don't know what kind of mother attorney you is, but you gonna collect my. I'm gonna collect it out.
A lady walks up to Ashley claiming a purse on display is hers and she wants it back. But hold on, Ashley calmly says the purse was never pawned there.
That's my purse right there. That one right there, the black one. So I want to know why it's out there.
This is your purse.
That's my purse right there.
How do you know that's your purse?
Because I know my purse. Here's the money. I want the purse.
However, the lady gets all heated, demanding to check the purse. Ashley's like, sure, buy it if you want. But no, the lady goes next level, calling names and threatening to climb the counter.
How do you know it's not my purse?
Because that purse has been out there.
Let me see it. Let me look at it. Can I look at it?
If you want to buy it.
I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
Okay, first of all,
I'm not first of all. Don't talk to me like I'm a idiot.
You.
Give me my purse or I'm going to come over that counter and get it myself. What's it going to be?
Enter Byron, the big snuggly hero. He steps in, making sure things don't go wild. Even when the lady resists, Byron's like, time to leave. And he stops her from grabbing that purse. It's a snapshot of how pawn shop workers deal with crazy claims. Ashley keeps it by the rules and Byron keeps the peace. Easy.
Oh my God.
Get your hands off me.
Have a nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out, yo.
You.
Walk
Get
yourself.
your hands off
Walk
me, big
yourself
boy.
out. You know you just hit me with that pole, right?
A guy walks up to Rich, claiming his new iPhone is a dud and demanding a refund. But surprise, surprise, no receipt.
3 days ago, and this don't work. The camera don't work. It keep freezing and like that.
Did you download a camera function?
No, it clearly got a camera. Why would I have to download it?
Just asking. What kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone, clearly.
Yeah, but we haven't had one.
He tries blaming some employee for selling him the phone, but the worker's like, nah, we stopped selling those phones ages ago, dude.
Well, since I've been here in 6 months, we
I
have no
mean, I
phones.
just seen you in 2 weeks.
Then things get loud. Security steps in and the guy gets the boot. But Rich, being the savvy guy that he is, ain't falling for the scam. Rich throws a curveball, suggesting they go test the phone in the parking lot. The guy doesn't know squat about the phone, and surprise, surprise again, no proof that he bought it. Scam busted.
Can you go show him how it works? Take a picture out in the parking lot.
Don't touch my phone,
Show him
dog.
how the phone works outside.
Why are you touching me? Okay, just don't touch me then. I'm gonna be back.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Until the next wild encounter, this has been a glimpse into the intriguing, spicy world of hardcore pawn.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
Okay, I'm not.
$4 grand?
$4 grand, that's probably my...
From a killer ride to something straight out of Star Trek. Welcome back, Pawn Squad. Get ready to explore the shady side of the pawn world as we uncover 5 super rare illegal items encountered on Hardcore Pawn. Another day at the pawn shop, and you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the 4-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted it to,
Sure.
it's equipped to.
But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4 grand?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4 grand for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4 grand just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10 grand. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's pawn shop.
It's a waste of time, Dad.
You'll see.
We have a woman who's brought in some stones she discovered at her late grandmother's house. Her goal? To gather enough cash to cover her dear grandma's funeral expenses. Poor thing, she's not quite sure about the value of these stones and is expecting to receive a modest sum for them.
Younger.
How much did you want for these?
Anything would help, like $50 or $100.
Enter Ashley, who wants to assist but has serious doubts about the authenticity of these gems. On the other hand, Les is a big softie who sees potential in these stones and wants to help the woman out.
Why?
It's a waste of time. This could be custom jewelry.
Yeah, it could be, but I think some of these are...
Now, Ashley isn't on board with Les's plan. Talk about family drama. She's doing her best to convince Les that this is a complete waste of time. But Les has something up his sleeve. He's arranged for a gem expert to come in and assess whether the stones are genuine or not. And let me tell you, what unfolds next is nothing short of astonishing. Brace yourselves, folks.
Holy... Oh my God.
These stones turn out to be the real deal. Crystal's life is about to take a major turn. All the stones, except for one, turn out to be plain old glass. But that one stone, oh boy, it's a game changer. It's a rare Burmese ruby worth a whopping $10,000. Les's hunch was spot on, and boy does it pay off.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
Crystal can hardly believe her luck. She's ecstatic and still pinching herself to make sure it's real. And you know what? Les deserves a round of applause for his intuition and faith in those stones. Well done, Les. It just goes to show that sometimes you can stumble upon hidden treasures in the most unexpected places. Crystal's journey from uncertainty to a life-changing discovery is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the pawnshop world. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's pawnshop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourselves, space geeks, because this is gonna blow your mind. So this guy rolls up with a bunch of crates, and let me tell you, the anticipation is real.
Got a couple things. I have some Star Trek things, and I also have things from NASA.
He's got some seriously cool stuff from the Star Trek universe, and even NASA. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome. It's clear that this dude is a space enthusiast through and through, and his collection is off the charts. Honestly, it's a total flex. Like seriously, you gotta take a look at this thing.
This is all the kind of stuff that you're into.
Now, here's the kicker. Ashley confesses that she and her brother aren't exactly die-hard Star Trek fans. But guess what? Every time they get anything Star Trek related in their shop, it flies off the shelves.
I'm not a Trekkie girl, my brother's not a Trekkie guy, but when we get Star Trek stuff in here, it flies off.
Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various Star Trek conventions across the country, thanks to his gig as a truck driver. Talk about dedication to the cause. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection.
To give to radio station to run ads for the show.
It's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Now that's some next level stuff right there. You can't help but appreciate the sheer coolness of it all. Here's the catch though. All this awesomeness comes at a price, and Seth, our shop owner, is taken aback by the asking price.
This was $1,000? Yes.
Wow.
$1,000? Yes.
Why? Why is that so
Because
much?
it's custom built and it all lights up and works.
The guy wants a whopping $1,200 for everything, and Les, ever the savvy negotiator, tries to bring it down to $700. It seems like a stalemate, but fear not, because Ashley steps in with her clever thinking. After some intense back and forth, Ashley manages to strike a deal.
7, 800.
She works her magic and secures all these incredible items for just $800. Can you believe it? Talk about a happy ending. Everyone walks away satisfied. The customer gets a fair price, and our shop owners have some killer new additions to their inventory. Who knew that a truck driver with a passion for Star Trek could bring so much excitement to our little shop? It just goes to show you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem.
Checker taxi cab. I don't know about the original miles. Meter still.
Can you even fathom it? It's none other than a 1982 checkered cab. Whoa, now that's what I call antique. Take a gander at this beauty. It's in remarkable condition. It's evident that the owner showered this car with lots of love and care. Kudos to him.
Did you call for a cab? Did you call for a cab?
Now, hold on to your hats because there's more to this story. Our daring duo, Les and Seth, decided to peek under the hood. Lo and behold, their jaws dropped.
Look at that thing purr. Don't you lose money because you get there quicker? And it all goes...
The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius. This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door. Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends. And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop.
As long as the price is right and it's in good condition, we can make a profit.
Boy, oh boy, Les and Seth should count their lucky stars. Now brace yourselves for the asking price. This customer is seeking a jaw-dropping $10,000. Can you believe it? Les, being the inquisitive one, questions the reason behind such a hefty sum for what seems to be a mere antique car. Sensibly, Seth suggests that the customer take the car for a spin, just to ensure everything is running smoothly. Perhaps then they'll be able to negotiate a fair price. Good thinking, Seth. Les, ever the insightful one, recognizes that this is not just any ordinary car. It's a masterpiece, a truly unique item. Plus, considering its excellent condition, they can actually turn a profit from it. However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Sadly, no deal can be made today. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed, this next guy brought in something, and you won't believe what it is.
You want $950?
This guy walked in all eager to sell something big, and boy did he deliver. When he unveiled the item, everyone's jaws hit the floor.
Well, I hear you guys buy silver.
We do.
That's the Silver Surfer.
I'm talking about a life-size Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four. Can you believe it? This thing is massive and made entirely of silver. It's a sight to behold. Now, let me fill you in on the backstory. This customer explains that this Silver Surfer was actually a display piece for the movie Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. They made a total of 1,500 of these bad boys. Can you imagine? But here's the kicker. Is it actually silver?
This is literally just a regular mannequin and plywood.
The customer reveals that this is just a regular mannequin covered in a vacuum metal plastic wrap. He actually got it from a movie theater where he used to advertise. And get this, he owns his own comic book store.
I advertise that, and I own a comic book store. I said,
and that's how he managed to convince the set designer to let him take it home. And the next day, it was proudly displayed in his shop for the next 5 years. Talk about a cool collector's item. Now hold on to your seats, because things are about to get interesting. This guy is asking for a whopping $2,000 for the Silver Surfer. And let me tell you, he seems pretty darn adamant about it. Like, take a look at this.
I want $2,000 for it.
Why?
Ashley, always the one to ask the tough questions, wonders why it's priced so high. The customer confidently explains that outline. It's actually valued at $3,000, and he wants a fair price for it. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you. The Silver Surfer was actually voted one of the top 50 most recognizable comic book heroes in America. Pretty cool, huh? Ashley, being the shrewd businesswoman she is, gives the customer a reality check. She offers him a lesser amount for it, stating that it's the best she can do. But the customer stands his ground and refuses to go below $1,000. That's quite a gap to bridge.
To buy this from you for $500.
But then in comes Seth, our resident genius manipulator. What he does next and how he convinces the customer will truly shock you. Yes, did you see that? He slyly takes out the money, slaps it on the desk right in front of the customer, and presents him with a take it or leave it offer of $900. The tension is palpable. What do you think this man will do?
Take it or leave it.
It's clear that he's holding out for a higher price. Hey, sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Well, after giving it some serious thought, the customer ultimately did decide this.
It's a pleasure. We're gonna go surfing on home.
See you later.
And walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this.
Where I want it.
If you're gonna walk for $50, you're gonna pack it back up, you're gonna take it back.
Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out. And that concludes our thrilling journey through 5 super rare illegal items on Hardcore Pawn. Which of these were your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more action. Until next time, peace out. Anything can happen on Pawn Stars, from crazy fights to unbelievable bargains. But these are the times things got out of hand. Kicking off with this episode, which is sure to give you quite a jolt.
Hey, how's it going?
The episode just starts with a casual conversation between Rick and an old man. But look what he's got. Yes, my friends, you just laid eyes on an 1884 Colt that was used in the Wyoming Range War, also known as the Johnson County War.
Goes with it. There's nothing like a good book after a good shooting.
That's what I always say.
And not to forget the book that comes with it. I mean, you've got to keep the rare flock together. Rick, as usual, begins his quiz, asked a whole lot of questions before investing his money into something that a normal person would have bought in a heartbeat.
So how exactly did you get the gun?
My father got this from the great-great-granddaughter of Fred Koch.
Are these many questions ever asked while I go to sell something antique? Maybe. How would I know? I've just gone to the shops to buy something, never to sell anything. But wait, it seems like he practiced it the whole night, answered all the questions like a pro. That man did better than the rest of us would do in our lives. Tough college times. Wait, what did my eyes just witness? Rick narrating the whole Wyoming Range War story.
Basically, large cattle barons feuding with really small cattle ranchers. The small guys were stealing cattle.
It felt like a whole history lesson to me. I must say, Rick does have some insane knowledge about antiques. The way he narrated the whole thing was nothing less than an informative history class. Not gonna lie. Moving further, we see Rick's intelligence as he checked all the details provided on the document just like a professional would.
It's got 45 caliber. This is a 45 caliber. It's a 5.5-inch barrel. That's a 5.5-inch barrel.
This line, when you throw on a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love. I can see he clearly knows how to hit the proper note.
But when you throw in a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love.
Without a second thought, the man quoted $55,000 for the gun. What do you think? Are Rick and the old man on the same page? Well, for you to know that, you have to continue watching.
I'd like $55,000.
$55,000?
And obviously, before getting such a huge amount out of his pocket, he wanted a second opinion on the matter, for which he called an expert.
Get someone down here, he'll tell me if it actually belonged to this guy.
To be honest, I really don't get it. How can one identify if it's original or fake by just looking at some words written on a piece of paper? Anyway, who am I to say anything?
What we have here, it's really hard to make that connection.
Some facts were served right there. Like clearly, who else if not Rick would know more than for how much something like that goes in his shop. And you know, Pawn Stars is all about who bargains best to make the most profit. So let's see who gets to cut the cake tonight. And just when he thought things couldn't get crazier, Rick dropped the price and set his bet to $1,500. And all that effort went to waste right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to do that. I think maybe I'll see if I can maybe get some more Providence.
That was pretty obvious. No one would want to sell an antique for this measly amount of money. Definitely not a very profitable deal. And with that deal went flying Rick out of Rick's hands. But in this next episode, this person walks in with a really interesting gun. But how interesting? You're about to find out.
Yeah, it's like something James Bond would wear.
Yeah, right. You just saw that, huh? But that's not out of a James Bond movie. That thing is as real as it gets.
What can I help you with?
I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Well, you know how a gun never stays in the shop for long, be it whatever shape or size. But this thing is something I've never seen or even heard of before. Have you ever seen a pistol ring? Boy, you're looking at it right now. This is something definitely worthy of adding to the antique collection list. Come on, you have to agree with me. Everything about this pistol ring is antique, from loading it to the trigger to its hammer. This thing is a killer. Literally. You know what? If I ever went undercover on a mission, I would definitely carry this cute little devil. James Bond, we just found your vibe. And I know Rick would agree with me too. Yeah, that man seems very particular about the price he's going to ask for that dangerous ring.
I'm looking to get $9,000. I'll use it to buy some of the things I collect more often.
I personally would wear that ring everywhere. It's an all-in-one combo, kind of a hidden treasure who can double up like your personal bodyguard. It's unreal how cool this thing is. But hey, did Rick just contradict me?
Wear them just for fashion.
Damn. Rick has got a good sense of humor, not gonna lie. Seriously, getting hit by that mini pistol ring would definitely hurt your ego hard, man.
It's also seriously a gun. I mean, it would really hurt getting shot with this thing.
And oh, I kid you not when I say that the man clearly did his homework right. He literally asked for $9 grand in the blink of an eye. I mean, that piece truly is a showstopper. But that expensive? Damn.
$9 grand. They're pretty rare.
So what happened is that the deal took an intense turn, and Rick, being the smartest in this show, had to prove it. So before finalizing the deal, he wanted a bit of expert advice. I mean, that's always better than regretting later, right? So let's see what the expert had to say about this antique pistol ring.
The European gunsmiths, they were making all kinds of little weird things. This is the Imperial Protector. Basically,
looks like this tiny mean machine has taken down quite a few people in the past. So it must cost a bomb. But let's hear it from the expert himself.
For $11,500.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Whoa, I never expected that. $11.5K? That's crazy. And just look at the size of that thing. That thing is golden for sure. But as you know, Rick plays by his own rules, and I'm curious to know what he has to offer.
I'll give you $3,000 for it.
No, can't do it.
Okay, so Rick is trying to settle the deal for $3,000. But bro, that's like not even half the price the seller asked. Do you think the man will accept the offer? For someone who knew a great deal about the pistol ring, I don't think this man is gonna budge. But Rick wasn't ready to give up or give in as yet. So, do you think they'd both settle on the same grounds? Who do you think is going to win this round? Well, let me put your anxiety to rest, for here comes the moment you're waiting for.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
And just like that, Rick missed the chance and saw the extraordinary collector's pride walk right out of his door. But what happened in this next episode is even crazier.
Working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica.
You know how music instruments can be great collectibles. In which case, what do you think about an ancient instrument that has an emotional connection to it? Does it help double up the price? Well, I don't know about you, but I have never seen a shining gold M. Hohner harmonica.
We've all played a harmonica once in our lives.
Right, we have.
And we thought we were good at it.
So for those of you who don't know who Matthias Hohner is, here's a quick history lesson for you. Hohner was a trained watchmaker born in Germany, and his company Math Hohner AG is the oldest and largest producer of harmonicas in the world. If you want to know more about this masterpiece, here's Rick for you. So apparently the watchmaker was so blown away by the piece that this is what happened.
So he saw the writing on the wall, but he was also working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica.
Rick's knowledge never fails to amaze me. There's no question that he is a master of his job, and his trade skills are even better. But is this going to be a jackpot or a lost cause? Before Rick states his price, he found a problem with the musical piece.
You get in the ballpark.
Okay, all right.
It's plastic, and it's not in the greatest shape.
I don't know, it's not too bad a shape.
The cardboard's coming off.
Oh no, that's going to majorly affect the price of this beautiful piece right here. So while the seller was holding on to a grand $500, what Rick pitched was unbelievable.
Here's $75 for it.
It cost
$75? Wow. I would feel humiliated if I was that harmonica right now. I mean, come on, man, it's not that bad. But what can I say? Rick knows better. And the seller wasn't ready to back up, and even had a genuine reason for it.
$1 to fill my truck up with gas right now. I can't take 75.
I find the man reasonable. The least you can do is compensate his gas. But as you know, there are no emotions involved in business. Rick's not taken aback by anything, and sticks with his price, but he failed to grab the deal. I think he wouldn't mind much though, because the harmonica was plastic, and it was also peeling off in some places. So sadly, the seller needed to go back home with the broken instrument, and he couldn't even make enough money for gas anyway. Next up, we got this interesting thing that you'd never expect at a pawn shop.
The guy just pulled in the parking lot with a boat he wants to sell. So Chum and I...
Yes, it's a freaking boat! What you're looking at is a 1958 Sea Flight Glastron, and this is no common sight, y'all. Rick and Chum came to take a look at the huge and fascinating boat, and it looks like they already like what they're looking at.
57 Chevy, didn't they?
Sure did. Is it a convertible?
And how can something start without Chumley's irrelevant questions, right? Like always, he was more worried about the boat being convertible or not. Well, Chum, you definitely cannot expect everything to be fancy, okay? Despite that, I can't help but love Chumley's confidence. Meanwhile, the seller has made up his mind to demand a hefty $10,500 for the boat. Let's hope he can make just as much from the master of negotiation. And this time, the item in question was a timeless beauty, created in 1958, standing tall, defying the effects of time. Whoever maintained it surely did it with the utmost care and dedication. Great work right there, but I think someone is already getting busy coming up with the numbers.
It looks just like the 57 Chevy I got for the old man's birthday. It's definitely tempting because
Rick's already deciding how he was going to pitch this look-alike a 57 Chevy.
this Glastron boat is awesome.
but boats are tough to sell, so it has to be a home.
Like he already said, boats are money pits. I mean, nobody would want to keep this huge boat in their homes as an antique. Quite rare, as the word suggests itself. But this seller is definitely giving Rick tough competition. With all that USP knowledge he was throwing about, he came in here ready to face the pawnbroking world.
Do you know why?
Because it was a little 17-foot boat.
No, because it was fiberglass. No more wood boats. Wood boats were moving out.
But what happened next was totally unexpected.
10-5.
In an unexpected turn, the owner of the boat bravely revealed a startling price tag, $10,500. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think Rick is gonna do? Will he buy it or break it?
I don't even want to make you an offer. There's too much work that's got to be done for me to make anything.
Did you see that? Rick didn't even make an attempt to convince the donor to accept a lesser price. But that's exactly what the show is all about, expecting the unexpected. But you cannot miss this museum piece that just made its entry into the shop today. A man brought in an ancient coin, a portrait of Julius Caesar from the month before he was assassinated.
Well, I have a coin here. It's a portrait coin of Julius Caesar from the month before he got assassinated.
But before that, quick history lesson. Did you know Caesar was the first living person to be depicted on Roman currency? Back then, this honor was only reserved for the gods, so you can imagine Caesar's position in the society. So you know that having him on a coin is quite exclusive, and any historical coin collector would be yearning to get their hands on this coin.
Would do what was necessary to preserve the Republic. Okay, and no matter what he did in office,
Rick was taken in by the intriguing offer, and his sincerity came through, creating a favorable environment for a possible deal. Rick, though, sticks to his strategy since he was logical. As you know, the man is a smart specialist who always seeks professional advice before taking major action. But let's see what the price on offer is.
how much were you looking to get out of it?
I want $4,400, please.
Okay.
I like this man's confidence and how he's so adamant about the asking price, exactly the way it should be.
The style is correct. Everything is right.
Okay.
It's perfectly genuine.
The expert's analysis is giving us a ray of hope with each passing second. So let's see what the experts have to say.
$1,500.
Retail?
Retail.
Wait, what was that? $1,500? Are you kidding me? I thought that coin was a big deal. But what just happened? It's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you can never explain how things turn out to be in the pawn world. Just like this episode where a man walked in claiming to have a 1951 Yankees team signed ball.
1951 Yankees team signed baseball.
For those who may not know, the New York Yankees of the 1940s and 1950s were the most dominant team in baseball history. They won 10 World Series titles only between 1947 and 1962. Including their 5 consecutive World Series victories from the 1949 to 1953 season. However, things have now taken a turn, and the glory remains in history. Coming back to the item in concern, the seller also claimed that the ball had the signatures of around 22 to 23 Yankee players from around that time. And out of all of them, it had the signatures of Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle.
At about 22, 23 signatures on
The year 1951 holds a special place in baseball history, as it was Joe DiMaggio's final season and Mickey Mantle's first. Also, Yankees won their 14th World Series that year. Buckle up, because this episode is sure to amaze you.
My grandfather went to a game in 1951 with my mother and received
The seller said that it was his grandfather who managed to get this iconic baseball. According to him, his grandfather went to a game in 1951 with his mother and received the autographs from a friend of his that was involved with the team. Well, sounds fair enough to me.
Baseball doesn't really mean a lot to me. It's got some family heritage, but it's a baseball.
I wonder why so many people want to sell something that has an emotional connection with them. But the seller's reason behind selling such an iconic ball seems pretty fair to me.
This would be perfect for the company softball game.
Chomway, I'm fixing to hit you.
Charlie was trying to play the fool, but Benjamin remained unaffected, steadfastly focused on the business at hand. Benjamin saw nothing but the business and got right back into it.
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust nobody, especially when they're trying to sell me.
Benjamin, I can feel you totally. It's not like we don't trust anybody, but it's always better to be sure when there's a ton of money involved. No doubt the expert had to be called in.
I do believe that this is a genuine 1951 Yankees baseball.
Whoa, it looks like there's some good news for the man, and we might see some bills going out of the shop. But wait, don't be sure. you never know when the deal goes south.
I think $3,000 is a reasonable amount for the ball.
With audacity that leaves me breathless, a staggering demand of $3,000 was quoted for the ball. And it's quite obvious as well. After all the authentication and the proof, anyone would ask for that kind of money.
They fired about $800.
But wait, what? Benjamin just quoted $800? That's it? No one would sell it for that much, Benjamin. But he was in this business before most of us, and I assume he'd know better. So these were some of the times deals got out of hand on Pawn Stars. So which one of these intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, guys.
You looking at, mother? Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? I need my $20. $100.
No, little mama, calm down.
From crazy intense fights to mind-blowing brawls. Without further ado, let's jump into some wild action in today's list of the best fights on Hardcore Pawn. You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get the out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop. But hold on to your hats, because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Les. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Genty?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prized comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000.
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
These, do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. A gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les. They hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from zero to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't give a where you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on, fuck me. You little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby! Well, my friend, you've certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn shop experience, folks. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
Oh, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
Supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up, my man, let this go. Let this go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think I
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out this, bro.
I'm you down for the sign, my man. I'm gonna take you down.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
Huh, $20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh, man. What did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait, man. The door's right there. Have a good day.
Because you got a big dude, you think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets.
My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't bang on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? This lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, But oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out. Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
300.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
Oh, no, I can't feel.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future. So, which one of these fights shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more action. See you on the next one, guys.
That's my bitch. That's who I've been screaming for.
Where's the manager?
That's fire. Why'd you take my ring?
I'm sorry.
From Ashley shutting down disrespectful customers to Rich clapping back like a boss, these are the most angry moments on Hardcore Pawn. One thing is for sure, all the people that walked into that door were full of rage, which is exactly why you're going to enjoy this ride till the end. Let's kick this off with this customer who left their manners and respect at the door.
Damn, I'll get some on this boy. Ooh. Damn, ain't this mother...
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing? Well, that is exactly what everyone at the pawn shop was thinking when they saw this customer, who seemed to have walked in with absolutely no decency or anything even close to it. How hard is it to remember basic courtesy and respect when entering a store, huh? I mean, come on! We're all trying to coexist in this space, right? It's not rocket science to treat others with kindness and consideration. But no, this person seemed to have completely forgotten those essential values and decided to bring a bad attitude to the table.
Let me lay on this mother. Let's see. What's this? Table? This what?
Oh my gosh, it's seriously disgusting to watch, you know? I mean, why would he even randomly roll up into a store and straight up lie on a table, pulling off all those messed up moves? Like, was he high as a kite or just a totally ill-mannered brat? And to make matters worse, he kept making everyone around him super uncomfortable. Just slapping the table like it's some kind of sick beat and making these loud, disturbing noises that were totally cringeworthy. It's like, can he not read the room and realize he's killing the vibe for everyone? Seriously, someone needs to step up and shut down his obnoxious behavior ASAP. The store staff or management better handle this situation and restore some peace, because no one should have to endure that level of disturbance. We all just want to chill and enjoy our shopping without being subjected to this hot mess. But the audacity of this dude just kept escalating. It's like he was on a mission to make Ashley's life a living nightmare. First, he forgot all manners and respect, and now he was taking it to a whole new level of creepiness. I mean, just take a look at this.
Ashley, man, that's my girl. Yeah, I want Ashley, man.
Continuously shouting for Ashley and proclaiming that he wants her, referring to her as my girl, is beyond unsettling. It's like this person has completely crossed the boundaries of appropriate behavior and entered the realm of obsession. Ashley must be feeling incredibly uncomfortable and disturbed by this individual's persistence and inappropriate actions. Nobody should have to endure such harassment, especially in a public setting like a store. It's a complete violation of personal space and boundaries.
A bitch. That's who I've been screaming for. Come here. This is a sex table, baby, right? Get your ass.
Whoa, hold up. I totally get your frustration and desire to take action in the face of such disrespectful behavior. It's infuriating to witness someone treating Ashley that way and continuously pushing her boundaries. Ashley repeatedly asked him to get off the bed. It's clear that she was trying to assert her boundaries and maintain a sense of order. However, he was being a total jerk to her. And seriously, to keep arguing and even resorting to calling her baby despite having a big hunk bodyguard right in front of him? That's just plain bold, if not downright foolish. It's like this person has zero respect for authority or understanding of consequences. But seriously, the audacity of this man to respond with such disgraceful and degrading statements.
You let me, I'll be slapping that ass.
Wow, that's beyond disrespectful. It's downright disgusting. Nobody should ever be subjected to such objectifying and offensive language. His remark reflects a complete lack of understanding of consent, respect, and basic human decency. Yeah, that's what you face when you trouble the owner's daughter so much. I'm sure they didn't hit him right away, only because it was being recorded. I swear to God, Les turned blood red in anger and held the man by his collar to show him the way out.
Get your hands off.
Really? Really or what?
We go back,
Disrespecting my daughter like that. Time to get out.
Oh my goodness, the audacity of that man is absolutely mind-boggling. To openly utter such vulgar and disrespectful remarks in front of Les is beyond comprehension. It's utterly revolting and completely unacceptable. Fortunately, it seems like the tides turned swiftly, and he finally realized the gravity of his despicable actions. Perhaps he must have seen the imminent danger of facing severe consequences for his repulsive behavior. It's a relief that he had the sense to put a stop to his outrageous bullshit before things escalated further.
Yeah, man.
You understand
Yeah,
that?
I got you.
Don't with my kid.
I'm sorry.
Don't with my kid.
Sorry, Les. I'm sorry.
It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of standing up against such inappropriate behavior and creating a safe environment for everyone. It's disheartening to hear that the man continued his offensive behavior even outside. It's truly a testament to Les's maturity and strength of character that he chose to turn his back on him. Sometimes, in the face of relentless negativity and impulses, the best response is to rise above and not let it affect our own well-being. As they say, dog's always gonna bark anyways. Those who thrive on spreading negativity and engaging in disrespectful behavior are often seeking attention or trying to provoke a reaction. By choosing to ignore him, Les demonstrated his resilience and refused to be dragged into his toxic cycle. This isn't the only time Ashley faced such abuse. This one woman went way out of her line, screaming and verbally abusing Ashley.
Who's over you, ma'am? Me. It's somebody that's over you going to give me $500.
No, not talking to me.
This woman came in all generous and sweet, wanting to pawn her apparent iPad in exchange for $500 to bail her man. That's a red flag right there, ma'am. Anyways, when Ashley asked her how she estimated $500 to be the value, she was fumbling and gave a very lame reason.
Because this is a new gig. So I should get $500. Yes.
She clearly had no idea what it was. Don't worry, I won't leave you hanging wondering the same. It is an Asus Transformer, not an iPad, and definitely not worth $500. And pawned items are sold at lower rates so that everyone has some profit. Ashley straight up returns it, but the customer gets pissed at this. She gets really loud and asks Ashley to get the manager. Funny, ma'am, she is the manager. She asks her to get someone above her because she needs that $500. To this, Ashley did the most savagely epic things of all times. She looked around with an air of confidence and said, "Me," asserting herself as the undeniable queen of the room. Oh boy, I bet that moment sent shockwaves through everyone's minds. It was a jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring move that showcased her unapologetic dominance. Talk about a mic drop moment. Ashley truly proved that she reigns supreme, leaving everyone in awe of her sheer badassery.
So, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
No! I'm not going down my way until you run me mine. Run me.
First of all, her voice is bugging my ears so much. The rest of it is just her shouting how Ashley's a bitch, and kept cursing her while security shows her the way out.
You don't know me! You don't know me! You do not know me!
You threaten me? You're out. You're not.
For the last time, good lord, someone please ask her to zip it. And I swear, my poor ears were begging for mercy. But you know what? Kudos to Ashley for taking charge and showing her the exit door. She didn't let anyone rain on her parade and swiftly dealt with the situation like a boss. The store probably let out a collective sigh of relief when she was gone. Dude, just picture the chaos that would go down if your wife found out that you're selling her ring for some sick bike parts. Like seriously, can you imagine? You'd better brace yourselves, cause those punches would be heading straight in your direction. No doubt about it. And there's this next customer who's legit stuck in that exact nightmare scenario. I kid you not. The way he's being treated here is absolutely brutal. It's like a horror show unfolding right before your eyes.
Why'd you take my ring?
You won't even believe the level of harshness this poor dude is enduring.
Did it appraise, see how much it might be worth.
Okay.
I also wanted to know how much you guys would give me for it. Like as a pawn, and then I paid.
No way. That's one stunning piece for sure. But hold up. While Ashley was breaking down the pawn rules and laying out the options for getting the ring back, guess who decided to make an entrance? The original owner of the item, and trust me, she ain't looking too pleased about the whole situation. Talk about an unexpected twist, right? It's like the universe just decided to drop a bombshell right into the middle of this already intense moment. I can only imagine the mix of emotions and tension that must have filled the air at that very instant. Now, it's going to take some excellent smooth talking and problem-solving skills to navigate this sticky predicament. Let's hope Ashley can handle this unexpected twist like the boss she is and help ease the tension in the room.
Why'd you take my ring? Get bike parts?
No.
No way, dude. You can practically feel the heat radiating from her furious gaze. And honestly, can you blame her? Imagine finding out that your partner was about to pawn your precious ring without even giving you a heads up. All for some silly bike parts. That's a recipe for disaster right there. The sheer disbelief and anger in her eyes must have been off the charts. It's like a volcano of emotions just waiting to erupt. I can almost hear her thoughts screaming, "How could you even think of doing something like that behind my back?" And let me tell you, that kind of betrayal cuts deep. It's a breach of trust that takes some serious mending. But hey, maybe there's a chance for redemption here. If this dude's got any sense left in him, he better step up and start